Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy B and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Roadium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Roadium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Yo, welcome back everybody to Roadium Radio episode 73. And check this out, we had technical difficulties. That's why we had to start over. Once again, we had technical difficulties. We had this one fat guy in here drinking Modelos and taking a couple of shots, and he bumped into our board and it fucked everything up. We had to kick his fat ass out. So hopefully we had no longer any more technical difficulties. But before I introduce my special guest, let me go ahead and give a couple of announcements. First of all, many people have been DMing me, inboxing me, and asking me if they can still give for the Chicano rap documentary. And I said yes. The links in my bio, the links in the description of this channel, and on my Facebook, the links on my bio as well. So if you want to give, that's fine. You know what? Every little bit helps. You still get the same incentives. Anything over $50, you get incentives, and you get your name on the documentary itself, on the credits for contributing and being a part of history, because we're going to be documenting Chicano rap from the very, very beginning. So other than that, I need everybody to subscribe. There's people that continue to ask me, how do I subscribe? It's very simple. Just hit subscribe. That's it. And hit the notification bell button for future content. So subscribe. We've been on this now it's going to be going on 10 months, and we're already past 20,000 subscribers, and we only started with 238. So I want to thank everybody for blessing us and subscribing, and those that have contributed. Other than that, the hard copies, the first album that I produced for High C is now available. Once again, I produced this in 1991. It was, actually 1990, but it was released in 1991. The 4 mixtapes on CD, for those of you that have CD players that are still asking for hard copies. Once again, I got 4 of them that I did, 4 of them that Dre did, and they are available now, once again, at DOCUMIXERY.com. For those of you that want to get a hold of these. And if you don't, and you just want to watch the documentary, go to DOCUMIXERY.com, once again, and you can use the promo code TRMD20, and you can watch the documentary for a discount or 20% off, if I'm correct. But other than that, I know you guys are tired of hearing about that bullshit, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me go ahead and welcome my boy, my special guest, all the way from the city of San Diego. San Diego, stand up, Panther.
What up, what up?
How you doing, man? You good?
Good.
You know what? Oh man, that's a lot to remember. Every time I would start, I always got to give announcements. Of course, I'm a firm believer in that. You know, you promote yourself until it pays off. You know,
Yeah.
And believe me, people know that line because I use it all the time. But if you don't promote yourself and you don't get nowhere, that's on you. Social media is free. YouTube is free. Use it to promote yourself. You know, so other than that, how is the weekend been going? Because I know yesterday was 4th of July. Let's start with 4th of July. How was your 4th of July, man?
Right now it's pretty boring, just because obviously everything's shut down. You can't really do much, you know. Over there, I mean, the beaches are open, but it's like limited. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you light any fireworks, man?
No, couldn't do that.
What, those days are over with, or what?
Yeah, those days are over with. So I got my kids, but I mean, we tried to take them to the beach. They went, played, whatever. They built sandcastles, did their thing, and then we had to go.
You know what? I wonder how many people got their fucking fingers blown off yesterday.
I'm not sure.
You know, when I was a kid, you know, I witnessed some dude. He had like a fucking M80 with a short fuse, and he lit that motherfucker like on the floor, and then he tried to pick it up and try to throw it, and I saw these 2 fucking fingers blow the fuck off. Ever since then, I never ever wanted to, like, when you hear those big boom. Didn't want no part of that anymore, bro. I'd rather just like a skyrocket.
Yeah, I used to do that as a kid. I used to get like the crabs.
Uh-huh.
I used to stick like a little hole in them, and put the TNT and light them, and just watch them blow up.
Actual crab?
Yeah, like the little ones.
Damn, man. I wish I didn't. That was animal cruelty, man. How dare you? Just playing, bro. So other than that, the weekend, you didn't barbecue, you didn't do too much or what, man?
No, honestly, I just kind of kept it chill, man. Like, I mean, focused on music. We had like a photo shoot today over there, and then we came over here.
Okay.
So I was just kind of trying to like focus on doing what I had to do.
All right. And now let me ask you this. I know we've been on lockdown. I know this, LA has been locked back down for about another 3 weeks. That's why when you came out here, you said you couldn't find anything open.
Yeah.
I get it. Some restaurants, they will let you in, some won't, but the majority of them won't. Since you since we had to be on lockdown, a lot of us watch a lot of shit on TV. Anything good lately you've been watching at all, man?
Yeah, there's like a few on Netflix, but once you like run through them, it gets boring. So it's
anything
like,
good that you could recommend?
I don't know. Me and my son loved the movie It. That's like our main movie.
Did you watch part 2?
Yeah.
How was part 2? I never seen part 2.
I like the first one better, honestly.
The first one better?
Yeah, the first one was way better.
Okay, because I think part 2 they were saying that they're like grown ups and shit like that.
Yeah, the kids were funnier. I don't know. I like the first one. That's it.
Yeah, I like the first one too, especially because it was based like around the 80s.
Yeah.
And I love 80s movies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was my era of movies. I don't really give a crap about today's movies, really. I'll watch documentaries on Netflix. I don't know if you're a documentary guy.
Yeah, sometimes here and there. You know?
I recommend for those people that want to watch something funny, the George Lopez. I thought it's pretty funny. He just came out with something on Netflix.
Yeah, I just saw that one actually too.
What you think?
I liked it. I mean, we laughed a few times. We saw a few things, so it was cool. He always brings something new, and I know he kind of joins the politic thing. So
right.
So
I know.
His point.
I know from what somebody told me that when he did that one, I guess when he talked about the wall, when he had the hammer, supposedly he had gotten in trouble or something like that because he said too many things that he shouldn't have said.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, one of my comedian homies had told me that, and that's why he had lost, supposedly, that's why he had lost his TV show that he had on TV Land, because he got too political and he offended too many people that were involved in politics. So they got his ass out. From what I'd heard, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I watched this one, I thought it was pretty funny. But I'll tell you one stand-up, it was kind of history/comedy. John Leguizamo, I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, he did something, I think it's called History for Dummies or something like that. Whenever you get a chance, look it up, because he actually talks about Latino history.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty good because he adds his own twist to it, and he has comedy to it.
All right.
So it's actually pretty good. If I remember the book, I'll name it because it talks about when pretty much how Latinos got here. But it's pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Other than that, man, you're originally from San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Is that born and raised there?
Born, then when I was like 3, I think we moved to TJ for like a year. Then from there we moved to Washington State for a while.
Okay.
And then we came back home.
Okay, San Diego, TJ, Washington.
Going back home. Yeah.
What was all that about?
My dad was in his mix, so we tried to get away for a while
to
try to get him out of it, but it didn't help, so we came back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find it wherever you go, you know what I'm saying? So
how did you like staying in TJ?
I don't remember, to be honest. I was like a kid, so I just see the pictures, to be honest. So.
What about Washington? Did you enjoy it over there?
I did not.
No, 'cause I know people say there ain't shit out there. So
there ain't shit out there. I mean, I love some of the people over there, but it's way different. I didn't like it. I had to come back home. So my mom would send me like every summer, every like Christmas, back with my grandma. Because I mean, too much drama at the house, one, and then second, it was like I just didn't like being there. It's raining, you can't do nothing. There's no beaches. It's not like over here.
Yeah, of course.
So the people are different.
If you guys hear any fireworks, because we still got some fucking tweakers out there lighting that shit. Last night at 2:00 in the morning, I'm in my drawers asleep. Boom, boom. I'm like, okay, this shit's gotta fucking stop, bro. It's like enough already, So, anyways, see, there you go again. But all good, man. Other than that, you know what? So, It must have been hard. So you went to school in Washington and in San Diego back and forth, or?
Yeah, well, I would just come like every summer and every break they'd send me because I couldn't stand it over there.
Okay.
So yeah.
You have a big family, brothers and sisters?
I just got one sister.
Okay.
Yeah, just one sister. No brothers, no nothing. I mean, I got a lot of cousins that are like brothers and sisters. You know what I mean?
Now let me ask you this: does it suck not having any brothers? And I ask you this because, okay, I have 5 brothers and 4 sisters. You know, and many times we get into like pushing and shoving and name fights, and I think it'd be kind of boring if you didn't have that, man. So I don't know, man. Do you wish you had a brother or something?
Yeah, I kind of do, man. Just to fight with. I mean, I feel my son's pain now because he wants another brother. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
I'm like, oh shit, like right. But he can't have no one to fight with. He just has his sisters. I'm like, you hit her,
You got to get busy and have another one. Man. You got to, you got to get busy. And I'll tell you what, I have 2 grandbabies, actually 3 grandbabies, but 2 of them are twins. And them 2 little guys love each other, bro. It's almost like they know their brothers and their friends, and they play and they do everything together, So I think that's a good thing that they have each other. But like you said, you have a son that has no one to play with. So you got to get busy, homie.
I know, damn, man.
Especially you've been on lockdown and you haven't gotten busy.
Oh, man.
You need to drop the bomb, homie. So, other than that, listen, growing up, what type of music did you grow up to? What would your mother, what would your father play at home?
Oh shit, that's a lot.
Take your time, bro.
Well, I've always been to like music because my uncles, they were in a band, so they're called Los Rayos de San Diego.
Okay.
And they played like norteño and all that stuff. So, when I was a kid, like we had pictures and stuff where they'd take me on stage and I played the bateria with them, like whatever. And then as I got older, like I want to say like around 7, 8, my uncle was like teaching me how to DJ because he got into DJing. So he would like kind of teach me how to mix here and there on the computer, so just kind of have an ear for it. And then from there, my uncles would be like, oh, here's DJ Quick, here's Ice Cube, you know what I mean? So then I started listening to Cypress Hill, Delinquent Habits, started tapping into like other avenues, and then my mom would, cumbia, salsa, you start hearing everything. So, from John Sebastian to fucking, cumbias to everything. So I like it all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So it was mostly your uncle then and your mother who pretty much would play music around you. Now when you started DJing, was it pretty much just like off the laptop, or were we talking turntables?
No, it was like he would show me a little bit on the turntables, but I was still too young, so he would just kind of show me like a computer how to make a mix on a CD and just time it right and kind of like mix it in there. And
yeah.
So I made like a few CDs, you know what I'm saying? Looking back now, I mean, they're not too bad, but they're all right, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now growing up, what were some of your favorite rappers that you would like to listen to?
Oh, my favorite rappers?
If you could give me 5, like,
oh yeah,
those 5 are the ones I had to play. Like,
yeah, off tops it's Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill is my first one. Delinquent Habits, Ice Cube, obviously Tupac. I like Tupac a lot too. I would have to say DJ Quick because my uncles would always play DJ Quick a lot. So those were like the main ones I like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like obviously when I started getting to newer ones, it jumped into like 50 Cent too. So. Okay.
Now you mentioned Cypress Hill first. What was it about them that you really, really liked, man?
It's just Be Real's lyrics, man. Like every time I'd hear it, like that's just he just takes you to a different like he'll take you there. You know what I mean? He paints a picture, and then his bars, his delivery, everything, the voice that he has, everything was just like cool. You know what I mean? Like, so like, every time I'd hear it, it just take me to a certain place, and then they'd have that like Latin sound to it. So it was something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, when did you become a fan of theirs? Was it their first album, second album, third album? The reason why I asked that question is because many people that rap always told me that they became fans of Cypress Hill from their second album on.
I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I know it was from like Skull and Bones to Stoned Raider to Death to Us Part. I started listening more. Like that's when I got like really tuned in. You know what I mean?
The label that I used to belong to, Hollywood Records, which was owned by Disney, okay?
Yeah.
They passed up on Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill was shopping their cassette demo. They didn't think anything of it. They just passed up on it, okay? Yeah. And of course, they messed up because look who they are now, okay? But when I first heard the demo, this was before it actually got released. And I did a bunch of shows with them on their first album. And when I first had the demo, of course, you hear Pigs, How I Could Just Kill a Man, you know, Pistol Grip Pump, well, not Pistol Grip Pump, whatever that one song, the do, that shit. Pistol Grip Pump was volume 10. But I like the beats. Being a producer, I was more of a beats guy.
Yeah.
And then I would listen to the lyrics later.
Yeah.
But I liked his voice. Sendog complimented the high pitched voice. He had a deeper voice. I just thought it was an amazing, you know,
combination.
duo. Yeah. And Muggs doing the music. It was the grimy, dirty ass beats. I thought that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm gonna tell you what I really liked about it being a producer was that when you sample something, you try to get a clean record so you hear no crackles.
Yeah.
Okay, when you sample it, they didn't give a shit. They used the crackles and all. Bro.
Yeah, they were raw.
Yeah, they were raw,
So I
bro.
like that.
So, and I usually ask that question because I like to try to figure out what is it that maybe possibly shaped and molded the rapper that I'm talking to now.
Yeah.
So you just named some of your first 5. Those are some dope. I mean, some of my favorites.
Yeah,
you know?
it's what grabs me is the delivery. And if you could paint me a picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I could just zone out to it. So basically the reason why I say that is because when I was like a kid, whatever drama happened at the house, it was the headphones and I'd zone out. You know what I'm saying? So that was my escape. You know? And then as I got older, you know, I'd do the wordplay, you know, try to like write here and there, just how I felt, but then I'd throw it away.
Okay.
But that's what I liked about him is he always expressed how he felt, and whatever he went through, he was able to deliver it and like paint you a picture about it. And so that's why I always label like Cypress Hill #1 to me.
Okay. And you also mentioned Ice Cube. Now, what was it on Ice Cube? Obviously, I don't know if you listened to Ice Cube when he was with NWA first or when he went solo.
More when he was solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What songs or what albums, if any, do you remember that stand out to me? And what is it about him that you ended
I
up?
think the one where I started tapping in more like was Peace and War, I think it was. And it was like Until We're Rich is like was my favorite song.
Okay.
And obviously Hello was the other one. And yeah, just that album. I mean, like that I'd play that album a lot.
Okay.
So I think it was from that time where there's like a whole bunch of albums that I think they all hit at once on the West Coast, and that was like the time. So I was just like always bumping that.
Right. I would probably say, if you were to ask me, what are some of your top 5 albums? Like to me were game changers. Where like there was an album by KRS-One. I don't know if you're a KRS-One fan. He had an album called By All Means Necessary that came out in the 80s. I would definitely have to say, and these are not in order, I would definitely have to say NWA, their first album. I would definitely have to say The Chronic, the first one.
Yeah.
The Ghetto Boys, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me album. And then I would probably say the Cypress Hill first album. Because all of those albums, at one point or another, changed the whole rap game.
Yeah.
Everybody had their sound back then. And that's one thing that I always encourage everyone that comes here is don't ever try to be better than someone, just be different.
Yeah.
If you're your own sound, can't nobody copy you because you mastered that sound. That's your sound. Today, what I don't like about music is that everybody sounds the same. Back then, East Coast had their sound, the South had their sound, and the West Coast had their sound. Today, everybody sounds the same.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for me to get into today's music.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the state of today's music, man?
I mean, I like a lot of it, don't get me wrong, but some
Right.
of it is just kind of like, okay, like how did that hit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. And it just sounds like like you said, it sounds the same. Sometimes I feel like, I mean, no disrespect to trap, you know what I mean? But it's getting old to me already. Like everybody's doing it, and it's like, okay, that reggaeton trap hit, and that sounds dope, you know what I mean? Because it's a little bit different, so something new that's building. But yeah, man, I just like you said, I feel like everybody's using a lot of auto-tune. So everybody sounding the same, getting the same flows, and it's like you can't tell where they're from no more.
No more.
So I mean, the difference about me is I don't try to stay in one avenue. So when I grew up starting to do music, I like stuck to West Coast music. You know, like that was like my strong point. I was like, okay, I want to be like, you know, who I grew up listening to and all that. And then after that, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to break out of my box and try this avenue and try to do like a club hit or do like a mainstream song or a love song or do that. And I mean, it's just expressing how you feel, you know, because like, I mean, you could be the hardest motherfucker, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have everybody goes through the same emotions, you know what I mean? Like, so it just depends if you're able to have the balls to express it.
Right.
And a lot of people don't.
you know, man, I encourage you to be different, you know, and try not to pretty much copy anybody, but be yourself. You know, have your own sound, man. If anybody's gonna bite, let them bite your shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't bite anybody else. Stay in your own lane, do your own thing, and that's how you're gonna succeed. The sad thing is that I've known rappers that were really fucking good, dope ass lyricists, but couldn't sell records.
Yeah.
Could not sell records, and major labels had picked them up, released their album, and couldn't sell records. They ended up dropping them. Now you got dudes that can rap dope, broke as fuck, and you got mumble rappers with autotune paid.
Yep.
Like you kind of like, how did that happen? But
it's a business, I guess, huh? That's basically what it is.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And you know, it's funny because I had MC Magic here not too long ago, and I asked him, if a youngster is out there listening and he's wondering, you know, what tips can you give me to be successful? Because he's a very MC Magic is whether people are a fan of his or not, he's an independent person and he does everything himself. He makes all his own money, and I applaud him for his hustle. Okay. Now he said, well, I will tell him this. You know what? Do your own music. Try to be independent because today's labels are not looking for talent. Mm-hmm. And it's the truth. They're not looking. They're looking for a fucking the next Takashi, the next gimmick. Yeah, basically. You know, and then when they're done with you, they just kick it to the fucking curb and get the next idiot. Yep. And that's pretty much. But if you keep your sound, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your fans will stay loyal to you because they'll say this guy never switched up. Yeah. You know? If anything, he eventually just got better. Yeah. So, but other than that, around what point? But how old were you when you first started writing?
Writing? I want to say like probably between 8 and 9. You know what I mean? Like, cause I would just write my feelings as a kid, like what I was going through. Cause I didn't talk, so I was like, I'm super reserved. I'm like a real reserved person, so I didn't like to talk to anybody. You know, and then at the house, it's like, no, you know, don't say nothing. You know what I mean? So I would just keep to myself, write it out, and and throw it away. Write to myself, throw it away.
Like, what would you write? Like whatever you're going through at the moment?
Yeah, just whatever I'm going through or what I'm seeing is going on in the house, or like things I've been through or whatever, and it was just like I just throw it away. Like I didn't want no one to know, and no one could know, so it's like whatever. So I would do that, and I would just play with it, and then I would leave it alone, and then but music has always been in me since a kid. It's just from my uncles to my uncle who was a DJ to my other uncle who sings, and then it was since a kid I've always been into music. Even when we were kids, it sounds dumb, but I mean we played did little shows in front of the family, right? Like my sister and my cousin, and I'd be playing the drums and stuff, and you're kids but you're playing on a show. But as time passed, I always wanted to do music.
Okay. And around what age were you now where you're actually writing raps?
Actually writing when I was 19.
19, okay. And what inspired you at that time that maybe didn't motivate you earlier in your life? What did you see your other friends doing it? Did you just say, fuck it, let me just try it? What was it?
It's funny. I didn't really want to be a rapper at the time. It wasn't something that I thought I was going to be. It was just more I wanted to be a producer. I always wanted to be the guy. Like I said, I was reserved, so I want to be the guy in the background. I wanted to be a producer or songwrite and just, here you go, you know what I mean? But what happened so I started going to church at a time, and I know we're talking about church, but whatever. But I started going to church at the time, and someone just told me oh, you look like you're supposed to be a rapper. And I'm like, really? I don't even know you. All right, cool. So I kept going. That same week, someone else said from the same church, you look like you're supposed to be a superstar. You look like you do music. Do you do music? And I was like, no, I don't. I was like, that's the second time, whatever. And then I met Ice Cube at when he was releasing raw footage. Something just told me he was gonna be at the mall. The radio came on, and I went to go look at him and get his album and signature. And everybody's like, oh, Ice Cube, this and that. And as soon as I pulled up, it was just I looked at him, I was like, damn, that's you. And he just looked at me, smiled. He's like, you good, man? I was in shock, shit, man. I guess, So when that happened, he just gave me a look, and I went back, and then someone's like, you're supposed to be somebody. There's a reason why, in the same week you got told this, and then you met him. You know what I mean? It's confirmation in a way. Right. Well, that's what I believe. So, I mean, after that, that's when I started messing with it. You know, like I started writing, and so at that time, you know, I started. You know, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, what a hypocrite," you know, like whatever. But whatever, I don't care. I did music at the church, like writing for. It's not like gospel rap, but it was more like based on God. I still talk about God like once in a while in my songs.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, like I kind of fell off. You know, I mean, we're human, so I fell off. And after that, you know, I went back to writing other stuff. You know? So then that's when I jumped into the other thing. But if you listen, I mean, to my lyrics, I'll always have some type of positive message or saying something in it. You know what I mean? Like, or something about God here and there.
Okay. You know, it's funny because I met Ice Cube in the late 80s. I want to say it was 88. The first mixtape that he rapped on from me was called 88 Boom and Bass. That's one of the tapes that I sell. He came to my house. Keep in mind that I didn't know him. No, we released it in 88. I think, yeah, somewhere around there. But I didn't know him like the superstar Ice Cube that he is now. He was just a regular dude rapping off of mixtapes, trying to make it.
Yeah.
He wasn't the guy that he is now. So when people ask me, how was it when he would come to your house, Dre or Easy, I would always say, well, I knew who Dre was because he used to belong to a group called the World Class Wrecking Crew. So to me, he was a superstar already. Dre was.
Yeah.
But the other guys, I didn't know who in the hell they were. You know, I just knew they were forming a group called NWA, and they had a couple of singles out there, but they weren't who they are now. You know, so it was a little different experience for me meeting those guys. Now, for me, when Cube left NWA, he came to my house. And we went over some records, and everybody knows the story because I've shared it plenty of times. He took some of my records that never came by again. Okay, so and I was supposed to be a DJ for his first album.
Yeah,
didn't work out or whatever. But so my experience with Ice Cube is mostly different from other people. A lot of people get starstruck. I've had friends, weird like stories that have told me they met him and cried, and I'm like, you did? You know, but yeah, they cried. Dudes that cried when they met Ice Cube. So yeah. Other than that, man. So at what point did you start recording?
At 19.
At 19?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you record on?
It was a studio in Del Sol, and we just recorded at a studio. Honestly, I don't even remember what he was using at the time because at that time I was new to everything. So I'm like, I don't know if he was using Pro Tools or what. I mean,
okay. So you had songs written, but you didn't have a beat? Like what made you say, I'm going to go to the studio? Did you have anything ready to record? Or?
Yeah, you know, YouTube beats, all that stuff. So we would just look at beats and stuff at that time, and then we'd write something to it and try to throw it out there, you know, like, and at that time I was still finding my voice, and then trying to find the flow and trying to like fit it right, you know, like, so it was a learning process. So.
Okay, and that day when you recorded at your studio, how many songs did you record?
Just one, and then we go back, you know, I was a rookie, so I had to take it easy step by step, you know?
Okay, and when you recorded your first version, they played it back. Did you like what you heard?
I did, but I knew something was missing, like the voice wasn't right yet. Okay. So it took me like a good year, maybe a year and a half to like find the voice. And then after that, then I was like, all right, because I used to double it and it used to sound super deep. I was like, no, that's not cracking. You know? So I started messing with it, and then I ended up finding it. And then after that, then it was like, okay, now I got to play with this verse different, the wordplay, and now the flow. And so, yeah.
Okay, and now let me ask you this: when you recorded that song at 19 and you showed it to others, what was their response?
A lot of people liked it.
Yeah.
And I think I was like I said, like I was always the quiet one that wanted to be like reserved, didn't want to be in the light. You know, my boy wanted to be in the light, so he'd be like freestyling and everything. And I was like, nah, like I can't do that. So I was more like shy. And when someone would play it, honestly, I'd get embarrassed. I'd be like, I kind of like turn red and just like let them play it and shit.
Right.
And then, cause it's weird, like hearing yourself and then they're like saying you're good and shit. And it's like, all right, you know, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come right back, and I'm gonna ask you about your name, Panther.
All right.
All right. So, hey everybody. Once again, we had technical difficulties in the very beginning, but we're good now. And once again, for those of you that want to bless us on the GoFundMe for the Chicano rap documentary, you can go ahead and do that on my Instagram bio or my Facebook bio or on the description here on this YouTube channel. So once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Panther's in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome to Roadium Radio, and I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. We started a GoFundMe page because we need you to help us meet our goal. And our goal is to release a Chicano rap documentary. And we need you to be a part of this. Everyone who contributes will have certain incentives offered to them. For an example, I'll name one. Your name will be on the credits of the film. Everyone who gives, everyone who contributes, their name will be on the credits. That's just one thing that we have to offer. But yet, if you read the description, you see other incentives for your contribution. If you've seen the Roadium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY, you will not be disappointed with this documentary shining light on Chicano rap, the Chicano culture. It is something that can be used as an educational tool now and in the future. So once again, help us meet our goals so that we can start production. And remember this, we have a voice and we will be heard.
What it do is Mr. Little One chilling on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A and John motherfucking ELKINS, boy.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mr. Shadow. You're watching Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. You know what time it is.
Yeah, what up? This is Mr. Night Owl, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with the legendary Tony A the motherfucking Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? Nosotros somos Aqua y estamos aquí con Tony A the Wizard. You know Roadium Radio, damn it. You know what it is.
Yo, what up? This is Mellow Man Ace El Padrino, and you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. Keep it locked.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Arabian Prince from the world's most dangerous group, NWA. Sitting here with my boy Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Magic Girl, and you are now listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's up? This is Bozo, aka Emiliano. You tune into Roadium Radio on Tony Vision's YouTube channel. Let's get it.
What up? It's Mr. Soto. You guys are now in tune to Roadium Radio right here on Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yep. Check it out. This is MC Poncho on the MIC. Shout out to Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You already know.
What up? This is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Roadium Radio Show.
Big G, Roadium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. That's how we doing it over here.
Yo, what up? I'm out here. It's Big Daddy Swoles. I'm chilling with my man, Tony A the Wizard, out here on Roadium Radio. The podcast is off the hook. Check us out.
This is DJ Clientele, and you are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yeah, this Baby Bounce here with Tony A the Wizard. You are now tuned in to the Roadium Radio. We do it for the people. You hear me?
Mic check, mic check. Ernie G from Proper Dos, and I'm listening to Tony A the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. And if you don't know, you should know.
What's up, everybody? This is Soren Baker. I'm the author of the book, The History of Gangster Rap, in stores now worldwide. And you're listening to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. Make sure to check it out. We talk about the Roadium mixtapes. We're here, Soren Baker, Roadium Radio.
Y'all, this is Pretty Greg, and I'm chilling with Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Hey, this is Swifty Blue. I'm right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Stay tuned.
It's the KAS. Here live on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A the Wizard.
What up, y'all? This is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, and you're listening to the Roadium Radio with Tony A the Grand Wizard, El Mago himself. Hey, Compton's in the house.
What's up? It's Cuete Yes God with my harbor out of homeboy Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Yes God.
Hey, what's up, gente? It's your homeboy Duende. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. Ya te la sabes, güey.
What up? It's your boy Baldachi the Beast, Afro Music, Face of LA. Right here at Roadium Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. It's your boy Tony A the Wizard.
This is Kelvin Anderson, owner of the world famous VIP Records.
and you listen to my man Tony A, the Wizard, on Roadium Radio.
Yeah, what up? It's Lil Blackie, the Brown Super Baller, and you checking out Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Big Wicked, Real Ones Apparel, Orange County. I here with my boy Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Yo, make sure to peep it. Peace.
Que tranza raza, aquí su servidor, Simple and Pecador. And you listening to Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard.
Check, what's up? It's your boy Capital I Man from the Mexican Crew. And you're tuning into Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard. Motherfucker's a legend. Bah!
What's up, y'all? This is Chris the Glove, and you're watching the Roadium Radio Show on Tony Vision on YouTube.
What's up? This is Mr. D on Roadium Radio, kicking back with the homeboy, Tony A.
Yo, this is Fancy the Boss. Tune in on YouTube at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Leah Farsayer, aka the Dragon, the Serpent, the Spear. I'm on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony the Wizard.
Hey man, Nick D and Eric B, the Baker Boys in the house, hanging out with Roadium Radio and the one and only Tony the Wizard.
Tony the Wizard, aka Kylo Ren, right here on YouTube, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Tony Vision, subscribe
Tony
now.
Vision, yeah.
Boys, big baby.
What's good with it? This is Old Creep, aka Jay Stompanato. I'm putting it down for Orange County on the Roadium Radio Show by West Coast legend DJ Tony A. We up and out this bitch.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A, the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Orior listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lotta the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building. And you tuned into Roadium Radio with my man Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Real West Coast hip hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Scooter the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A, the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este Miro, King with the Black Chicken and Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. You know.
What up? It's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What up, everybody? This is Wicked Baby Doll, and I'm chilling with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? It's Rebello the Dome.
And this is Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist, big chilling on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you now listening to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up? This is Esa Daz with Spanish Fly with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Most MC on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's go.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the Giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A, John motherfucking ELKINS, and DG Media at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio West Coast.
Yo, what's up? This is John motherfucking ELKINS, and you're tuning in to Roadium Radio with my homeboy DJ Tony A. the Wizard.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 73. And once again, if you want to go ahead and donate to the Chicano rap documentary, it's not too late. You still can. Even though I'd like to thank everybody for helping us meet our goal. Our goal was $15,000, and we met that. People are still giving, and once again, you will still get the incentives that we promised everyone. And a lot of people want to see their name on the documentary when it comes out, hopefully by this time next year. People have been asking us, when are you going to start filming? Most likely either, if not in about a week or so, at the end of this month, but we will start filming at least B-roll footage, downtown LA, Whittier, whatever. But we are going to get this thing done and out to you people for contributing and blessing us with helping us meet our budget. Once again, buy us out, the High C album, the mixtapes, our t-shirts are coming soon. We had to switch a different printer. That's why, and during this whole Corona thing, this new printer was on lockdown. So now it's back open. So be expecting, some new apparel coming soon. Once again, the Roadium Mixtape Documentary, DOCUMIXERY.com. And let's jump right back into it with Panther from San Diego.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah?
Chilling.
You know what? I wanted to ask you, man. Before the name Panther, did you have another name?
No.
So it was always Panther?
Always Panther.
Okay, what inspired Panther? Why Panther?
I got that nickname actually from my mom.
Okay.
So she gave me that nickname when I was like 11 years old. And because she grew up with this one dude, from Del Sol. I guess they call him Panther, Joe Bros. And so she just said I always reminded me basically me of him, whatever. And she's just like, you're dark, you're strong, like I was always like a strong ass little kid, so she's like, Panther, and I was like, since 11 I just ran with it, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm Panther.
No shit.
Yeah, and after that, everybody called me Panther or P or Pantera or whatever. So.
Not the Pink Panther?
No, not the Pink Panther.
Not to be confused with the Pink Panther.
Not to be confused.
Now, growing up, you said you're always a little yoked because you got some nice size on you, man.
Yeah.
I could tell you work out. I know you told me you work out about 5 days a week.
I try to.
Try to. I would tell people, eat right, work out, take the right protein, and you'll start blowing up. Now, since you had a little bit of size, did you ever play any sports growing up?
Yeah, I played football, soccer, baseball. Played basketball for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But
what was your strength as far as what sport?
Football, soccer, and baseball, all three.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what position? Football.
Football, outside backer, and defensive end.
Were you any good?
I was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what about baseball?
Baseball, pitcher, and then outfield.
Really?
Yeah.
And soccer, I don't know no soccer positions.
I was a goalie.
All I know is a bunch of guys that go and kick the damn ball.
I was a goalie.
For real?
Yeah.
I know they give the goalie like the stud, in the team,
Yeah.
He's like the hot shot. So is that what you were, man? Were you like one of those phenom kids?
You know what's funny? I played for like a selective team when I was a kid. So, but I think because my dad was always like into soccer. And then my mom was like into baseball because my mom was badass at baseball. And then
your mom?
My dad was like badass at soccer. It was like a competition. So they both pushed it hard, like competing. So then I just kind of got tired of it. And I was like, I'm going to do football.
Well, how come you didn't pursue it and go play college, man?
Good question. I was just a hardhead. I was kind of like more stubborn. Like I didn't like people telling me what to do.
Well, that's me too. But every once in a while, we do got to take some type of good advice, some type of constructive criticism,
Yeah.
But no, I get it though. I wish that I could have continued playing what I like. I like playing football, you know. But I was always a skinny ass kid. I used to get fucked up. But I had heart. I had the balls to go out there and play, you know. But I was not that good. But I found my gift on the turntables, and I made sure to become one of the best at it.
Yeah.
You know, so other than that, so now you're 19 years old, you do a demo, you show it to your homies, they like it. What comes next? Did you continue? Did you take time off? Or
yeah, I took time off for a while, you know, like I went through some stuff and it was kind of like a battle, like, you know, you want to keep going, but then at the same time you're like, I don't know, you know, like, so it was like a back and forth thing. So I never like fully stepped into it till like later on. I want to say maybe like 23 is when I actually started getting into it more. I was like, all right, now I want to try to like maybe focus on a project later on, and then, you know, you find out everything costs money and shit out of pocket, so you're like, fuck, all right.
Yeah. Now, did you produce your own stuff when you started to get real serious, or did you have the homie that was a producer? Did you just buy beats? Because I'm trying to figure out this new generation of, because when you said I just got beats off of YouTube, back then there was no such thing as that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I asked, did you buy internet beats, YouTube beats? Did you know a producer? Did you produce your own stuff? How did that?
At that time, man, like, because I was just learning everything, so I was kind of like trying to see how I can get beats, you know, like, because I mean, I didn't know if this guy's gonna make a dope ass beat that I'm feeling, so it's either I would buy it offline, like a $20 beat or whatever, or I'd find it on YouTube, or if he had something, you know what I mean, then I'd try to get it off him, you know, like if the price is right, because at that age you're like, I don't know if I can or not, but yeah, at that time it was just wherever I can get it, man, and that's what I'm gonna do.
See, to me, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy is that, and I know this generation of producers don't understand what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But there was no such thing as a $20 beat. Like that, $20 was like, motherfucker, you better give me gas money just for showing up to the studio while I plug in my drum machine.
Yeah.
You know, like, or you better buy me a fucking sandwich, $20 sandwich. But $20 beats, I heard $50 beats, $25. Like, I don't get that, because I know for me the cheapest that I've ever gone was $2,500. That was like some street shit.
Oh, goddamn.
When I stopped producing, the lowest that I had gone was $800. Like that was it, and I felt like I was getting raped. You know, I'm thinking, you know, $800, fucking okay, cool. But also keep in mind that producing costed much more back then. You had to rent a studio, and some studios started at around $75 an hour. You had to buy a 2-inch reel, which was like about $125, and it was only 15 minutes of recording time, so you could only fit like 3 songs on there.
Yeah.
Then you had to hire a musician if you're gonna do all live shit. That's probably about another $250. You want a dope percussionist if you want some congas, timbales, some whatever. It's probably about another $200. So you're about a couple of G's, you know, in the hole, and nothing has come out yet.
Yeah.
That's the era that I came from.
Yeah.
So when I hear $20 beat, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Man.
But I'm hanging up my cleats on me. Like, you know, I can't produce in this era.
And I got mad respect and mad love for whoever paid the way, man, because it was way difficult back then. So I respect the hustle that they had back then. Nowadays, it's just on the click of a button, you know, like so.
It is. Now, today, do you produce your own beats or no?
I don't.
Okay.
I think I only did one on my phone, and it was just like through loops and sounds and all that stuff, and it's called Run Them Shots. That was the only one that I kind of like was trying to like mix cumbia with like rap with like a West Coast synthesizer, and I'm like, you know, just trying something new. So it was like kind of just like one of those test ones.
You did it on your phone?
I did it on my phone, and then I sent it to a producer. I was like, can you just clean it up and then loop it and add some drops? And he's like, I got you. All right, cool.
Wow. Did a beat on your phone. Wow. That's, hey, more power to you. I know your album dropped 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Your debut album. Okay.
Yeah.
And who produced that?
I had a few producers. So it was J Watt and Tonic, and then I had also Zanny. Izzy on right now though. You know, they helped out with it, so it was mainly them four at the moment. I had who else did I have on it? Shit, Jazzy, and I think that was it. Yeah, Jazzy.
Any features?
Yeah, I had actually a lot of features on that one, on that album. Okay. So I just like, if I thought you were dope and we can make a quality song, then I'm with it. You know, like it was more about the quality of the song, I guess. You know, like than just being like, oh, it's just me, the star of the show type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me just give you a quick picture of albums back then. Back then, there were no features.
Yeah.
It was just pretty much, Run DMC had an album, it was just Run DMC.
Yeah.
When LL came out with an album, it was just LL,
Yeah.
And that's just the way it was.
Yeah.
And it's today, I want to say like around 2000 is when I started noticing people releasing double CD albums, and they had like 20 guys on it. Oh, I got this guy, 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 and I got this guy, and I got this guy, and I was like, dude, that's not even your album anymore, bro.
Yeah.
That's like a fucking compilation.
Yeah, basically, right.
So I try to encourage people today. Let's switch it back up, and I always like to say that if you're that dope, you don't need no features, homie. Just you.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing actually with this album, this new album that I'm working on. So at the beginning, I'm trying to get like the feel of the music, and then your first album I'm trying to work on, and then obviously I've never been a hater, so I'm like, if I think you're dope, I'm gonna help you out, and I'm gonna do something with you. So I think at that time I was just trying to catch the vibe that whole time, and I'd bring you on, and we do our thing on it, and as long as it sounds dope, I'm cool with it. And on this album, yeah, you're right. Like I was thinking about it, I'm like, all right, I got to do my own shit now. So on this one, it's more focused, and it's just myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying this about just anybody specifically, but one thing that I've noticed, that here's what people banked on. Man, if I could just get Snoop to rap on my record, I'll be an overnight sensation.
Yeah.
They pay Snoop 25 G's and still get nowhere.
Yeah.
But wasted fucking money. Man, if I can just get a song with Ice Cube. They'll play it on the radio because it's Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But let them play it on the radio because it's you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man,
if I could just get Drake,
Yeah.
And back then, it was not like that. People, you were on the radio because you were fucking dope.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Man, if I could just get Tekashi.
That's like the point I think I also made on one of the songs I said. On a newer single that I dropped, it was called This That New, and it's featuring Chunks on it, but I talk a lot of shit on it. But it's more like facts on it, so that's what I said on one of the verses is whack rappers stay searching for a big feature. They're looking desperate because they know they couldn't make it either. So
right.
It's just, I saw the same thing. So it's like, if you really got to like have a big feature and you're like desperate for that, then obviously you're nobody. You know what I mean? Like, it should be your sound. It should be you. The same thing. Like I told you, like these other features, they were local artists. I mean, and a couple from Arizona. And that's another reason why I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But I've never asked for like a big feature like that. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's cool.
Right. When I was producing the High C album, we had one last song, and Cypress Hill had just signed, and we were trying to get them on one of our songs, and they told us one of the weirdest answers when we asked them, but I respected it because we were willing to break them off. We had a budget, and they said, we're not trying to do any features or nobody, and we were like, wow, really? And we were telling them we were going to pay them. It wasn't going to be for free.
Yeah.
No, we're not trying to do any features on anybody. The only feature that I ever heard them on, like soon after that, and it was probably about easy year or two, they did a song with Beastie Boys, but that was a big name. You know what I'm saying? So they picked and choose. They could have said yeah and just took the money.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to put their name out there with everybody.
Yeah.
But I respected that because they weren't trying to do shit with just anybody. And I think today you got guys, fuck it, I'll email you a verse, give me $200.
Yeah.
And they'll do that.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, because if I'm a rapper and you want me to rap on your shit, what I want to do, I want to hear the beat and I want to have chemistry with you.
Yeah.
You're going to be rapping about this, I'm going to be rapping about this. Maybe you can come in, I can come in, and we do the song together. Not just email me the shit.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, I know that's good because some people don't live in the same city or the same state. I understand that.
Yeah.
But back then, we fly motherfuckers in.
Yeah.
But today, when you're paying $20, you're not even going to fucking waste.
You're still mad at that.
No. I just don't understand it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Please don't take it as that I'm mad at that. Honestly, because I'm trying to understand. $20 beats. Because if you like, I can give you $20, and I don't want a beat. It's just a donation.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to understand the $20 beat. But anyways, other than that, name me 3 songs off of your debut album that stand out to you the most. Give me the first song.
The first one, Trifling.
Okay, and what's Trifling about?
It's just like a player-ass summer song, man. It's like a summer vibe. It's a little different. So, I mean, we sampled the Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were kind of like hesitant at first, you know, Zanny was, because Zanny's dope, man. Like, I took it to him, and I'm like, hey, dude, like, if this doesn't come out the way it comes out, then we ain't going to release it, you know?
Right.
We just got to, but we want to try something different. So at that time, I was trying to break something different, and he's like, all right, cool. So he nailed it with the beat. And after that, then I brought Izzy, and he has a dope voice, too. He's from Arizona. And, we just started working on the song, and it came out to be like a summer vibe. And it just went, man, on some player shit, so it was pretty dope.
It's nice. What was the feedback on that song?
A lot of people liked it. People liked it. I mean, yeah, I wanted to do a video to it, but we got to do the right video to it. So
yeah, okay. And when that album dropped, obviously it was 10 years ago. What was the feedback overall on the entire album, man?
A lot of people liked the album, but I didn't promote it as I should have. You know, like I said, it was still a learning process for me at that time, because it's like you're new to everything, just getting your first album out. So yeah, promoting has a lot to do with it. So
it does,
yeah, a lot.
It really does, and that's what I said earlier. You got to promote yourself until it pays off, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of rappers today. Like, I'll give you an example. They're not on Facebook. Cool. They like Instagram over Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. But they post like once a month, and it's almost like, who's running your fucking page, bro? Because are you still alive? Oh yeah. I just rarely ever post, you know. And I'm like, my thing is that if this is free and you have so many thousands of followers, there are people following you for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, they want you, in a sense, to feed them musically. Let them know what you're going to be performing. Let them know what you're working on, who you're working with, when can they expect it. Are you going to have any type of apparel, anything for them to get behind you? But a lot of these guys, they don't. And then they wonder why they never get called by promoters. I'm trying to get shows, you know.
Yeah.
I can't sell my shirts. Well, dude, you don't, people don't even know if you're even fucking still alive.
Yeah.
You know? So I encourage you, man, use whatever social, because we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
You know, we had to get on magazines. We had to pay to get on magazines.
Yeah.
Pay to get on fucking bus stops, billboards. We literally hit up college radio stations, because college radio stations have their own college station on campus. So we would go there. If the doors open for the regular stations to interview with them, we did. But we literally had to work to be known. And now we have the luxury to be laying in bed, post up a picture of possibly your new album.
Yeah.
Click on the bio, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Thousands of people see it, when back then you had to drive around and burn gas, and people don't use it.
Yeah.
You know, promote yourself, man. Believe me, promote yourself. So now, give me your second song that stands out to you out of that Panther debut album.
Like That.
Okay.
And that's featuring my boy Nino California. He's a dope ass artist too, man. Like, so that one, it was more just like on some smoking, drinking type shit, you know, like. So that one, it just kind of, it came out, and it just came out the way it did, and honestly, it's just a banger. Like, I play that shit all the time too. Okay. So a lot of people like that one too.
That'll work. That'll work. And who did the track on that?
The beat from Papa Got Beats. I bought it from him.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Do you ever do any stuff with Little One or Shadow or any of the San Diego greats?
I haven't. You know what? Me and Shadow have been trying to do something for a while now. You know, like, it's just, he's always busy. He does his thing, so we keep in touch and stuff. But yeah, one day we're gonna do a track together. I just featured on Little One's album, the Ruthless album.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one came out dope.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one.
I know. See, what I like about Little One is that he promotes the shit. He put little clips, little pictures of his new video.
Yeah.
And he's on some way out different type of shit, but I like difference.
That fool's on it, man. Like, that guy, he does some cool stuff. So yeah.
See, and if anything, let stuff like that inspire you and encourage you to move in that direction of promoting yourself, letting people know things about you, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's how people become your fans. And they, believe it or not, your fans are going to love to support you, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know what? And not to throw anybody under the bus, I've toured with people where I've DJ'd for them, and they didn't like signing autographs. They didn't like taking pictures. They didn't like socializing. They didn't like any of that.
Yeah.
And literally, when they fell off, they hated the world because they started asking themselves, like, where's everybody that wanted the autographs? Where's everybody that wanted the pictures? Dude, when you treat people like shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, anyways, so give me your third song, bro, off that album.
Third song off that album. There's actually a couple. It's Yours.
Okay.
I like It's Yours a lot. It's different. Baby making music, basically. Baby making music type, like on some player shit again. You know, like just for the women, basically on that one. So that one I like.
Okay. Any videos out for some of these songs?
Just like that with Nino, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If I can give you some advice, and you may already know this, but allow me to remind you, visuals are very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important. The more visuals, the better.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just, I remember I would hear songs on the radio, and we're talking about early 90s, and I didn't like the songs, but I saw the fucking video, which back then, a small budget was probably about $45,000. Okay. That was a small budget for a video.
Yeah.
But I saw the video, and the video sold it to me. I ended up liking that song because I liked the visuals.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can win people over just by your visuals alone, dude. So that's very, very important. Today you got people making videos, off of this. Yeah. So if we have this, you really have no excuse for not releasing a visual.
Yeah. Basically, yep.
Okay. So use what you have, because this is like some Star Trek shit. When we were kids, we wish we could have. You can call somebody with this shit. You could take a picture. You can film. Yeah, of course. This is all a fucking computer, a typewriter, a phone, camera, whatever. It's all in. Right? So we got it, but we don't use it.
Yeah.
So you have no excuse, brother.
Yep.
So other than that, give me. There was another song you were going to mention.
There's like Run Them Shots. I think just that one because. Yeah, that's me solo, and then I also did the beat on my phone, like I told you. So it was just something new,
okay.
And it's a different vibe. Like I said, that one's more, I would say, club party type.
Okay, it seems like you like a lot of that club party type of shit.
I do, man. I like a lot of player shit. I don't know, like okay. I like. I mean, I did, like I said, I did the West Coast thing for a while, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, and that's like my roots, and I could do that all day, but. I'm human, man. I like to go clubbing. I like dancing. Like you got women. You got to talk about them, get them, attached to the music and all that.
You got to get ass cheeks clapping, homie.
Yeah, you got to get the ass cheeks clapping, man. That's the new song that's coming out actually too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Dope. So now, what are you working on now that people can expect, and when can they expect it?
When? I'll hold off on that one.
Okay, let's hold off on that. What are you working on now?
What I'm working on now is Dago's King. That's the new album that I'm gonna start working on.
Okay.
And this one, like I said, is just me, and mainly me. And I got like I said, I'm trying to hit different avenues. So we're actually shooting a music video on the 10th, and this one's a straight ass cheeks clapping type sound. So it's like that one's called what are we calling that? It's a whole ass vibe. A whole ass vibe, but that one I like it because it's like a stripper type song.
Okay.
So it's.
So you like strippers?
I don't like strippers. No, I don't like strippers like that. But I mean, you gotta have them ass clapping, man. So I mean, you gotta have them in the club. You gotta get them hyped and all that shit. When people are drinking, I mean, they love to dance. So you gotta kind of cater to them.
Yeah. Just make sure you get in the video. You get some good ass clappers, because today you see these raggedy ass girls with stab wounds, bullet holes, and tore up ass looking, women like, with their twerk air stinking, so make sure you get some good women, bro, because today, fuck, dude, every fucking video is a guy with a fucking red cup that's empty, okay, and he's blowing fucking weed smoke at the camera, and he's got a girl twerking in slow motion. That's today's videos in a nutshell. And don't forget the lowrider.
Yeah, don't forget that. And the homies in the back.
Yeah, you just, like I seen the video, I think it was called Trust No Man, and this dude had like 50 dudes standing behind him. I'm like, dude, I thought you don't trust nobody. What the fuck? So do the visual right, bro.
Yeah.
Do the visual right. Other than that, okay, and you're not sure, obviously, when it's dropping.
Yeah.
Can we expect it this year or early next year?
The one where I'm doing the video to?
Yeah, no, this album.
This album, yeah, it should be done this year.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, and who's working on as far as production?
Right now, J-Watt.
Okay.
J-Watt Studios. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And you just got one producer on this one?
Right now, yeah. At the moment, yeah.
Okay. Well, and what about yourself? Do you plan on doing any production still yourself, or?
I do, but just to keep the ball rolling, I got to keep pushing for a second. And then, I mean, once I get to tap in once in a while to get my hands on it, then yeah, I'm going to try it out, yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. I know somebody said at church, they told you that you're meant to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I do. It's just, you know how it goes. Sometimes you second guess yourself, and like I said, I'm human, so you second guess yourself, but I firmly believe I'm supposed to be somebody.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you believe in yourself, because if you don't think you can win, get out.
Yeah.
Honestly. Nobody trains for a fight thinking they're going to lose.
Yeah.
You train because you know you're going to fucking win, and you're going to knock that dude the fuck out.
Exactly.
So that's how you view the game. I'm going to win, And that's how you develop a winner's mentality. I'm going to fucking win, regardless of what people say, regardless of what people think, regardless of what people hate, because they're always going to hate. And the only reason why they hate, because it's good. Think about it. If your shit was really fucking boo-boo, nobody would hate. Nobody would even care. You wouldn't even be in the mouth of certain people.
Yeah.
Okay? But they see you winning. Fuck that fool. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is. It's always been like that, man. I mean, you're always going to get those haters. I mean, like, even to this day, I'll see the comments, like everybody says they're internet bangers that, if you got the time to be on the computer and type all that, come on, man. Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's people with fake-ass names, fake-ass accounts. All the shit talkers are not on Facebook, they're not on Instagram, they're not on Twitter, they're on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm not going to say it, but yeah. Anyways, other than that, man, at this time, I want to give an opportunity. Let me ask you, is there anything I didn't ask you? Anything you wanted me to ask you?
No, I kind of wanted to ask you what song you liked when you heard them.
Well, you know what? There was 3 songs. I don't quite remember. One of them you mentioned, it was the first song.
Yeah.
Because remember when I asked you, I said, send me your music, okay?
Yeah.
And then you said, I don't give away my music. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to listen to your music so we can have something to talk about.
Yeah.
I didn't want it for free, but you sent me a YouTube link.
Yeah.
And I listened to all of them, okay? I always do because I have to do my homework. But I'll show you a break what songs stood out to me because you sent me the link.
Yeah.
But the first one that you mentioned.
Trifling?
I think it was, no, it wasn't Trifling.
It's yours, Like That?
No.
It's yours?
No, it was the first one you mentioned, bro. Maybe I got to go back, got to rewind this tape, but I'll tell you right now, the one that I like. And a couple of songs you mentioned, Sicario this. Like, what was the deal behind that?
So Sicarios is my group and the clothing brand we're trying to push out.
Okay.
So
is that available now or no?
You know what? We got a couple singles out, so we're working on another album on the side too. So I got some dope ass artists on there, like Damage. He's dope. He raps in Spanish as well. I got Young Slick. He's dope as fuck too. So he's been riding with me since like day one. Okay. So I got mad love for them, and yeah, they're dope ass artists, man. So when we do that together, it's called Sicarios.
Okay.
So that's a group.
And what inspired that name, man? Obviously, the obvious, right?
The way we looked at it was, we're gonna make hit records, put hits.
Right.
So that's basically what it is. And everybody takes it wrong, like, like to think they're big, man. Shut the fuck up, right?
Right. Okay. I'm trying to look up that link right now that you sent me, because I'm. Oh shit. I thought. Oh, it's on the DM. Shit. Okay. But I'll tell you right now when we go to break. But other than that, any shout outs you want to give, man? Right now is the time. Take your time. If there's anybody out there that you want to give a shout out to, because some people get upset if you don't mention their name.
They do.
So make sure, take your time, and if if they say you didn't shout me out, get them on the next one, okay?
I know, right? Get them on the next one. Yeah, man. I mean, I want to shout out Young Slick, Damage, Izzy on right now though, Zanny, J-Watt, Chunks. Little One, Shadow for always supporting.
Okay.
And being there. They're like mentors.
It was Trifling and Like That.
Okay.
Those two. So yes, you're right.
Yeah. And California.
Okay.
That's my boy too.
So other than that, your album should be dropped this year, sometime this year.
Yeah.
Obviously late this year.
Yeah.
Okay, would it be an EP or an album?
We're shooting for an album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let me tell you something. Anything that I can do to help you out, you and your crew, let me know, man.
Yeah.
You know, when it drops, and if you want to come back here and promote it or your clothing line, the door's always open, bro, because I want to see you succeed, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's a blessing to even be here and for you to ask me, you know.
All good, brother. All good, man. You know what? We got some mutual friends, and I like to look out for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, so I know for some people, they get upset, why haven't I not been on here? Everything takes time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already booked for the next 2 months, okay? Everything takes time. I gave a guy a date, and it wasn't going to be till like September.
Yeah.
And he got mad, and he said, why so late? You know, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So either you want it or you don't. So other than that, so we're good, man. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Hopefully you hang out with us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink till the end, so maybe you can have one with me back.
Oh, I'm going to have one for sure, man.
Okay. All right. All good. All good. All right, everybody. You know who just walked in the motherfucking building? Weeto did. So make sure, everybody, you guys call a friend, text a friend, page a friend, slap the shit out of a friend, let them know that Weeto's in the motherfucking building. And I also want to thank Panther for coming through and hanging out with us. So we'll be back. Go get yourself a Modelo. Get your popcorn ready, because we're going to be ready. We'll be back.
Yo, what's up? It's Bella. I'm here on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going down, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Roadium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Roadium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Roadium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel, and I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Mayito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from BOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Don't miss out, man. That shit be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up, what up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio, YouTube. You guys check it out. Subscribe. Spank it easy.
Yo, this is Shady Boy right here with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Roadium Radio.
This is your Theo on Roadium Radio. Put your panties to the side and enjoy the ride. Tony A, the Wizard.
Tear shit up. AOD, you got a level? B, hit record, man. Get busy with easy. And Tony A on the 12 technique, see? Here's a little something by a nigga like me. They never should have been trying to say proceed. Yo, this is your main man, man. You don't like Tony A, well, fuck. I'm rocking shit at the Roadium.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, episode 73, and this is Tony A, the Wizard, with the podcast that slaps your culture fat ass with a fat dick. Before I introduce my next guest, once again, you guys want to bless us, go to the GoFundMe and on my page, on my Facebook, or on the description on this show right here. And you guys can bless us if you guys want to. You guys still get the same incentives as everybody else. Once again, buy us out. I'm running out of the CDs. They've been going out like crazy. So go ahead and purchase those. And we'll be having some more soon. The Blu-ray for the DOCUMIXERY will be out soon. So people ask me, can I pre-order the DVD? Not yet. And it's only going to come out on Blu-ray. But other than that, let me go ahead and introduce my next guest. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into it. Weeto from the LBC. How you doing?
What's cracking, Tony A? What's up, my boy? How are you?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. I'm blessed. I can never complain. You know what I always say? As long as I'm not dead or in jail or in the hospital, I'm blessed.
Hey, the Lord let me wake up today.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
That's my
That's
motto.
a good thing.
That's my motto.
Yeah. So, how was your weekend, bro? Let's start with 4th of July.
It was good. Well, I went to TJ, went over there, I got medical insurance here, but, when you go to Mexico, they do better job. You got, like professional, dentists that as soon as you walk in, they do your work, you get out. Over here, they play games with your health insurance, You try to make an appointment. How much to fix a tooth? $1,800. You go to Mexico, like $50. $50. And they do good work, That's where I go get all my, dental work over there.
Okay.
It's real cheap, it's real clean. They got young professionals doing your, they lock you in. They're real.
Right.
They're with the COVID-19 over there. They make you step in like alcohol. You got to step on a little, wipe your feet, step in alcohol, and then step on a little carpet just to get in the motherfucker,
No
so
shit.
that it makes you feel good. They lock you in. And it's not like people think about Mexico, they think like, oh, I won't go there. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, hell yeah, it's crazy if you're looking for some trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I go straight there, go straight in the dentist, get my shit, go to the pharmacy, and get the fuck right out.
Damn.
I don't fuck around over there.
Yeah, I bet you some people on the live chat are probably wondering how much is the sex change over there.
Shit, I wouldn't know. But I saw bitches coming with like facelifts and like fucking ass implants and shit all on their face. So, they're going over there and getting, like
free work.
Yeah, plastic surgery with fucking probably fucking Coke bottles and shit. Melt down Coke bottles and fix them up. This shit, bitch, look like Daffy Duck when they leave and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking looking terrible. They look like a blow up doll.
To save a little money, like fuck that. I'd rather go to motherfucking plastic surgery at Beverly Hills. Get it done by the motherfucker. Your ass is gonna be hanging down back here, flip inside out. Like, why did your ass flip inside out? I went to Mexico.
Yeah, I went to Mexico and she got a cheap ass. So, but talk about twerking. Anyways, other than that, brother, so you just went over there 4th of July and you just came back?
And then I came back and then I went over to my compadre's house and they barbecued. I had my daughter and we, drank and micheladas and, little puff pads and, I had a great time, It's like, you just live your life, man. Look. My sister, she spent her whole life trying to eat healthy and drinking green drinks and exercise. Man, she still died of cancer.
No
you know what I mean?
shit.
So there's a lot of people that want to have $1 billion in their bank account and still wear regular clothes and drive a little bucket and shit. Fuck that, man. You got money, man. Live it up.
I know. Sad thing is, I got a couple of buddies. And not that they ever break me off, and I don't say this to be bragging, but I know they got a couple million in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
But they live like fucking poor people. This is the type of guy that instead of buying a pack of Kool-Aid that's 10 cents, he'll use the coupon to get a nickel off.
What?
I'm serious. When he wants to save money, say, I'm going to save money this week, this motherfucker will eat Spam, Top Ramen, and hot dogs for the week.
Damn.
What the fuck? And I'm over here eating costela camarón, burros de chile verde.
Living it up.
Living it up, homie.
Yeah.
But these guys want to live fucking cheap and watch them fucking die of fucking colon cancer.
Hey, but that's how they got $1 million in the bank. We could all do it too, but fuck that.
Right.
I'm tired of eating fucking beans and rice every day.
Exactly.
That shit is just too much.
You got to switch it up every once in a while.
That's like Top Ramen. You'll never see me and eat another motherfucking Top Ramen again. Once you've been on vacation, Top Ramens, they're cool and everything, but I won't fuck with it no more.
You know one thing I don't fuck with either? Hot Cheetos or Takis or whatever the fuck.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've been seeing girls fucking red ass fucking fingers. Fucking,
their asshole fall out. And shit,
their asshole fall out. Red ass nalgas from picking their booty. But anyways, enough about nalgas. Other than that, are you originally from the LBC?
Yeah, I sure am. I was born on the east side of LBC at St. Mary's Hospital. Thug life and this motherfucker. Nah. Hey, but I grew up in West Long Beach.
Okay.
But Long Beach is Long Beach. I got love for everybody. I don't give a fuck what you are. They got a lot of shit going on right now. It's like a lot of tension going on. But my motto is if you have respect for me, I give you respect. It's like everybody could just get along with the little bullshit they got going on. It's always little. you don't see these kids going up to like some thug ass motherfuckers and slapping them or robbing them. They're going to like helpless, innocent people. Like, go up to a motherfucker that just did like 5 years in prison or something and slap him in the face and see what the fuck happens. You know, you don't see that shit. You know,
No.
They pick on innocent people and whatnot, but they're just asking for problems. So I'm from Long Beach. I would like for everybody to just stop this shit. They're playing, you know, the little Donald Trump game, you know, with our country. We need to be a little more united instead of divided, you know, in our whole country.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, can you imagine me walking up to a lady in a walker and telling her, where you from?
No, I couldn't.
You know, you're not going to do that.
No.
But they won't walk up to a real man and try to slap him because they know they'll pretty much have just written out their fucking death certificate.
Oh, it's going down.
Yeah, it is, bro. Because that guy won't be going home.
For sure.
So, anyways, other than that, seen anything good lately on TV, man?
You know what? I started watching these little shows, you know. They got some shows on there. Like, I was watching The Mandalorian or some shit like that.
Oh,
It was
I
like
like
Star
that
Wars.
shit. Hell yeah.
You know, I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but the last motherfucking Star Wars was bomb as fuck. The last one, that the last Skywalker or whatever, that motherfucker was the
Rise of the Skywalker.
Bro, that motherfucking movie was the bomb.
Yes,
and I
it was.
hate fucking Star Wars. You know, like, but I watched that movie. That shit was dope. You know, like
everybody knows I'm a Star Wars fan. You just disrespected me, but you
my
totally
bad.
redeemed yourself.
No, but I like original Star Wars when,
Right,
you
of
know,
course.
they had like Han Solo and, you
Right.
know, it was Luke and, you
Right.
know, and it's totally different. They kind of turned it into like some kid shit.
It's because it's Disney now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
own it.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
But they redeemed it on the last movie, you know.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, that movie is really good.
That was my shit too. I mean, I like it, of course, and I kind of cringe when somebody tells me a new Star Wars movie's coming out. Fuck, this month again? Because Disney's trying to make their money back because they spent so many billions of dollars paying off George Lucas, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the Mandalorian. I like the last Rise of Skywalker. But I also watch a lot of documentaries. I like to watch a lot of fucking crazy bullshit like The Devil Next Door or this fucking, ¿cómo se llama este güey? That guy Zac Efron, he played Ted Bundy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to check that one out.
but
I like that kind of shit.
Yeah, that was a good one, but they took away a lot of shit because this dude used to murder women, preserve their bodies, take off for a couple of hours, come back and fuck the dead body. You know, like, what the... Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
like that dude was fucking insane. So I like to watch that kind of shit. You know, one thing they haven't done, something on Richard Ramirez. Remember Richard Ramirez?
Yes.
They haven't really done nothing on his ass. You know.
Yeah, I always knew this one girl. She was like, I saw Richard Ramirez when I was little. I was like, bitch. She said, I was at a store. I was like 9, and I saw Richard Ramirez. I was like, motherfucking all Mexicans look like with long hair, fucking look like straight like motherfucking maniac.
Exactly. And you know what was crazy, bro? That when they caught his ass and they were whipping his ass, he was saying, okay, it's me. What a fucking pussy. What a fucking pussy.
He gave up.
It's me. But then he goes to court, he goes, hell, Satan, really?
Yeah.
Really? Now you got balls? Whatever.
Yeah, he was fucking raping old women and shit. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. If someone ain't getting killed in a fucking movie or shooting or something, I'm not interested. I like fucked up movies.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like where it's like dysfunctional movies. I love them. You
Yes.
know, like if I watch this like drama shit, it better be some good fucking drama for me to watch that shit. You know, it's like I just wasted fucking 30 minutes of brain cells watching this fucking movie. It better be hella good, you know.
Right. Like, I know I'm going to offend somebody right now, but somebody told me, you got to watch that movie, The Notebook. It's a love story, okay? I don't like watching those kind of movies.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to lose girl fans by saying that. I don't care. Well, what did you like about it? Nobody fucking died. Nobody got murdered. Nobody got their head blasted off, you know.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of movie.
Yeah.
You know, so I like to watch movies like He, Carlitos Way.
Oh, yeah.
You know, of course, you know, all the fucking classics, bro. But other than that, brother, growing up in Long Beach, I know you're pretty much, we're the same era. What type of music did you grow up listening to, man?
Rakim, Eric B, you know, fucking Run DMC, Nucleus. That, you know, I'm from the 80s, so breakdancing. We saw Beat Street, you know, what was it, like Electric Boogaloo, and,
Yeah.
you know, popping taco and shit, and you know, like it was that era, you know.
Right.
Spray paint your shoes fluorescent, you know, green, and you know, go to Knott's Berry Farm to the Studio K and try to meet bitches and shit. You know, like, you know, the '80s. If you didn't live through it, you really don't know how bomb it was. The '80s was the shit.
Yes.
You know, like it's. I wish I could go back. You know, like
you know what, me and you.
Yeah. I would go right back instantly. Like
me and you, because we had funk that was you know. I mean, we could talk about the Barcades, Cameo, the Gap Band, whatever. Okay, we could also talk about electro funk like Planet Rock, Play at Your Own Risk, Planet Patrol, all of these dope music coming out. Hip hop was being born. Yeah. And then you also had dope rock music out at the time.
Yeah. Zeppelin.
Yeah. You fucking had Prince coming out. You had Michael Jackson coming out. And then the breakdancing spread like fucking wildfire all over the world. It had just started. Much shit had just started. And we got to live through it. There will never be another era again. Today, kids got Drake. They got Tekashi.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, oh yeah, he's the dopest rat in the rap game. You know, but anyway.
But they still bump his shit.
They still bump his shit, bro. You know, and I'm gonna tell you another one. Kanye West. I think he's a talented guy.
Yeah.
But when he was MAGA, for Donald Trump, people hated his ass.
Oh yeah.
But now he's working with Dr. Dre. Oh, I can't wait for his album to drop. Those same people that were calling him a sellout.
Yeah.
You know, he backed Donald Trump and he's for Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
Fuck him. But now he's working with Dr. I can't wait. That's just gonna be fire. Like, don't switch up like that. Don't do that. But that's the generation that we're living in today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and everybody back then, I don't give a damn who you are. You were either popping or you were breaking.
Yeah.
Back in the day, whether you were any good or not, because that's what girls liked.
For real.
You know, so, but other than that, around, who would you say, what was the album, what was the artist, or if anything, that inspired you to do what you do today? Because I heard your shit. Let me tell you something. To me, when I think of your music, when I hear it, I think club shit.
Right on. Thank you, bro.
Like, I'm being honest with you. And me, John, we talked about this.
Appreciate it.
I said, this guy's different right here. And if anything, since my past guest, Panther, talked about club shit, maybe you guys should even, because I think you guys could bring
right on. Yeah. Hey, if it's good, it's good. I'm not a hater, you know?
You're right.
And a lot of people are like, well, if I ain't getting paid to do this shit, it's like, I don't take it to heart, like people, they say, I want to get paid. Okay, when I first started doing music, I was the same way. I thought I needed to get paid $250. I need that $250. I'm gonna sing a hook. I was doing music with Mellow Man and Frost, but the one person when I first heard the music was like Roger and Zap and shit like that. When I heard that funk and it was like, the Ohio Players and it was Player and Baby Come Back and all that music led up to rap music. But when it comes to like Chicano rap, when I heard Frost, it was a done deal. When he came out with La Raza and shit like that.
Yeah.
You remember when you heard it, was like,
of course.
He actually like put us in the game. Mello, he's Cubano and he was doing his music, but Frost was like for La Raza, and when he did that, right then and there, it was like I knew, like, I could do this type of shit, and so I used to just freestyle and do shit like that. But they all inspired me. Like, I really like classic rock, and I like like Zeppelin, and I like music that has guitars in it. I'll even listen to motherfucker be so high, I'll listen to any motherfucking thing if it sounds good.
Right.
But I don't smoke weed that much. It's just like once in a while, a little puff here and there. But when you get a little older in the age, you don't smoke like you were when you were fucking 20 years old. But I'd say, like probably like Roger and Zap, like Frost, and then the breakdancing, and it was just in my blood, like to do music. So ever since I was about like 9 or 10 years old, I can remember like trying to do music and write raps. We used to go to parties and it would be like Ice-T and Frost Frost was like, when I was real little, he was MC Terminator.
Yeah.
His shit was fucking hard. He would just go to a party and just chop a motherfucker down. Your shoes, your fucking clothes are done. And then they want to fuck him up at the end of it. Because you remember how people would battle and shit?
Right.
Then they had the DJing and scratching and shit.
Right.
And like, it just came natural, you know?
Yeah.
When you're from the 80s, like music, dancing, you know, comedy, and like, you know, it's just entertainment, you know?
Yeah, it is.
just came natural.
And again, that's what made that era so dope.
Yeah.
And that's why I like movies. I like watching movies like that. Like, I know earlier Panther mentioned that he liked It, the first one. Yeah. The same guy that was in It was in a movie, a series called Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that because it's about the 80s.
Yes.
You know, they showed Radio Shack, they go to the mall, girls wearing fluorescent, they played Madonna, everything, you know, the way everybody used to dress. So it kind of takes you back. And like when you said, I wish I can go back, I would definitely go back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, I would definitely go. So what high school did you attend in Long Beach?
I went to Long Beach Poly.
Long
Beach Poly.
No shit. Now, at that time, were you guys running football already, man? Because for years, Poly was like the shit.
Yeah. There was a dude that lived in the same neighborhood, and he was the quarterback. Okay. And they went like 16-0. You know, they won every game. But you know, they get beat up throughout the year. You know, and then at the last game when they play like St. John Bosco or some shit like that, and then they just get creamed. You know, they got these big old white boys, and then he's playing with like a broken finger, a broken rib. But I give it up to him, you know, like they. And, you know, I went to school with Snoop Dogg, Cameron Diaz, there was Willie McGinnis. There was a lot of, you know, a lot of famous and talented athletes, rappers, singers. You know, Bo Rock from Dub Shack. Me and him was in guidance class together. You know, when I had got a little, I fell back in my classes. They put me and him in a guidance class, and we would write lyrics and, you know, freestyle and, you know, like battle and do graffiti. And he kept telling me Dub Shack. And I was like, this motherfucker talking about Dub Shack, and he fucking did it. He hooked up with Warren G and he did it, you know. And then I heard Nate Dogg. When I heard fucking Nate Dogg, I was like, oh hell no, I can do this shit. You know what I mean? Like I knew right off the bat, like, you know, I could sing, I could rap. I'm gonna try to do some like Nate Dogg type of shit. So I ended up pointing my style like that, you know, like he was a big influence on me. But I still got like the funk, you know, I won't change my music. I can't do the pussy. I can't do music like that. Music, if it didn't have Carlos Santana and the fucking hook, or, you know, like a melody and singing it, it wasn't fucking music when I grew up, you know? Like you said, you know, like I've been there. I tried to do music way back in the days. I had like a trumpet player. No, play it like this. I already done spent $250 on have him do it. Some conga players and shit. And, you know, music was different. And now anybody can make a fucking hit. You could just buy a computer, buy a fucking sound card, go through, you know, Cubase or any fucking program, get a cool little mic, put a, you know, little booth, and you know, you can make a hit. But the music these days is a little bit too influenced, I would think. And I think people need to break out of the shell, and everybody's different, you know? Like, for instance, Jimi Hendrix. When Jimi Hendrix came to LA, they booed his ass off the stage. He went up there, they were like, boo, get the fuck out of here, right? Who the fuck is this black dude playing an upside down guitar, playing rock and roll that's fucking crazy, like acid rock, right? He went to Europe and the fucking Beatles bowed down to him, you know? So what's not good for them might not be good for them, but it's gonna be good to somebody else. And so a lot of people, you know, they don't like all my music, but I definitely will admit, if they give me a chance, they'll find something that they'll like, because I'll do R&B, I'll do hip-hop, I'll do rap, little Spanish, reggaeton, whatever the fuck they need, you know? Before, me and Frost, we would do music, and they'd say, we need a song for a porno movie. Fuck, we'd have that song done in fucking 2 hours and give it to them. They'd give us like $500 check, $1,000 check. And so, you know, it's like, I feel, you know, like talented enough to to do any genre. I even did a fucking country song.
No shit.
Yeah, you know, but I made it like, I thugged it out, you know,
Okay,
like
okay. You didn't do it like that one guy. What the hell's name? Some Town Road or what the fuck was that song?
Old Town Road.
That dude. Fuck.
No. I did like a boot stomping in a bar, you know, like a country boys, you know. There's I went to Texas and I met some Mexican country boy.
Yeah.
I went to Alabama, I met some black country boys. I went to Arkansas and met some white country boys. So I thought I would do this song and it would appeal to everybody. And it actually did pretty good. And that song got streamed so many fucking times. Now on Apple Music, it's my fucking logo for my name. Because whatever's the most popular CD or download that you put out, it'll be your icon.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I have like 11 CDs and like a couple mixtapes that I put out. And on Spotify, I put out a CD was called The Worldwide Ghetto. Now that's my fucking icon. I didn't choose it. It's whatever's the most popular on your streaming.
Okay.
And they'll make that your picture. And so on Apple Music, that fucking country song is my icon now. So that means a lot of people went on there and they put that country song on some playlist, like on Spotify and bro, I mean, fucking streaming does pay. If you get a lot of streams, you will get a check, but it's not gonna be like it was when you were back in the days and you get like $1 a play and they played you 1,000,000 times and then you get $1 million check. You know, it's fucking your streaming is like, you're talking like they got to stream you like 300 and something fucking times for you to make like $1, right?
Right.
Which it seems like it seems unfair to me. You know, like they should charge more money to the people. You know, because music is fucked up. Like you can just pay like what $10 a month and you can listen to any fucking music you want. And you're like, I want Ice Cube. Okay, I want Beethoven. Oh no, I want to listen to some High C. Oh, I want to listen to some Dre. You know, and then you pay $10 a fucking month. So how the fuck can you get rich if it's so easy to, right?
Right. Like, let me give an example. People can look it up, and these numbers, like, Google the correct numbers. But this is just an example. Remember that song "Happy" by Pharrell?
Oh yeah.
It was everywhere around the world.
I was singing the shit and I hated it.
Okay, so many million streams.
Yeah.
I think he got like a $5,000 check for that one song.
Whoa.
For that one song.
Oh yeah.
Mariah Carey, on all her music, over 100 million streams, whatever, got like a $35,000 check. Damn. This is Mariah Carey. So I'm thinking you're getting a $35 and you're getting a $5,000, and these songs are all over the world. Sometimes it's discouraging for somebody barely coming up.
Yeah.
How are we really going to make money off of streaming? You got to do other shit.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you got to do other shit. Don't just think that you'll get a little check from here, but don't expect it that you're gonna buy a house off of it.
Oh yeah.
You know, but now what's the name of that country song in case people want to look it up?
It's Old Country Boy. O-L Country Boy.
Okay. OL.
Yeah.
You want to give us a couple of lyrics?
I'm saying, so you want to be a cowboy? Tell me, son, are you unemployed? Do you drive you a pickup truck and drive down the window with the whip? You know, like some fucking country shit. You know, like I did some nice, you know, country boys making a living like right, boot stomping in a bar at night. Tell Dixie it'll be all right. And then I did fucking like a rock country song, you know. Fucking, you know, and motherfuckers were loving that shit. I had my white boy redneck friend talking, hey, yeah, motherfucker. He called me like, dude, that motherfucker's banging. You know, here's what he said. My buddy knows the Georgia straight fleet line from, you know, it's like some fucking group that's like from Florida and they're called the Georgia Straight Line or some shit like that. He said, I gave it to them and hopefully they can redo your song and all that. They probably heard it and just were like, this fucking bozo, you know, but it had that effect on him. And he's an all white dude, you know, and I got mad respect for him. I don't give a fuck where you from. You know, you white, you're black, whatever. If you cool, you cool, you know, but he liked my music and, you know, I did it for someone like that.
Right.
You know?
You know, it's funny. I met a country boy years ago, and I called him a redneck. Okay, you know, you say, you know, go change the flat on your house. Obviously, he lived in a trailer, and he got so mad at me. He goes, "Fuck you, weasel breath." I never heard that before, bro. Weasel breath. Like, fuck.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I stopped there. So, so other than that, I know you said you had a lot of music out. At what point what year did you release your first record?
Let me see. Okay, so I was recording music in like 1997, 98, and you know, listening to NWA and all that. You know, of course, we all love that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it was the what was it? The Doc. Remember the Doc? And he fucked his voice up.
Yeah. By the way, John said he was whack. The Doc was one of the best ever.
No, he wrote a lot of their lyrics. He was like ghostwriter and shit like that. Please believe it. I mean, he came out with a cool song. You know, I mean, a lot of people have the one-hit wonders, but I started recording music where I was actually paying for the shit like in 97, and it was fucking expensive. We'll go to studios, and it was fucking a hassle like a motherfucker. You had to deal with the engineers bullshit, and then he would play games to take longer, to charge you more. Yeah, so then I started recording about 98, and then I went on a few year vacation till about maybe about 2001 to 2002, and I had a note on my sister's door, and it was one of my homegirls. Her name was Evelyn. She's like, "Hey, Weeto, I met this dude, and he's my man now, and he sound like Tupac." And it was in the note, "Please call me." So I was like, okay, well, I want to know, you know, who the fuck she talking about, you know? So I called her up, and she goes, okay, well, my boyfriend is Don Cisco, and he was with Latino Velvet and whatever. And so when he heard my music, because I had did music a few years before, but they were bumping in the hood, and we made some anthems like "Can I Get Some Head," and you know, we made some songs that were like H-E-A, can I get some head? I already know that the pussy is bomb, but can you suck a dick all night? Can I get some head? And everyone was singing this shit when I would go to parties and we would perform it. So it's like, if your shit is good,
right,
it eventually people will give you a chance and be like, hey, he's being overlooked, you know? So I hooked up with him, and that's when I met Frost. And so in about 2003, I did my first album. And so, but it was like a mixtape.
Okay.
But I was just fucking around, you know, like I was recording some music through like pen mics and shit, you know. We didn't even really have a real studio back then, you know. Well, when I had came back to town, you know, I had went up Northern Cali and came back.
Right.
I lost all my contacts with like music and all whatnot. So I ended up just recording with what I could get, you know, access to.
Yeah.
And so I did several songs, and then I hooked up with Tony G.
Yeah.
And I met, you know, it was Hit a Lick, and then
we're gonna press pause right there. We're gonna come back to that because we're getting to the good stuff.
You got
it. Okay. But let me let you know, Don Cisco, I recorded with him 1997.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna tell everybody, look up the song Estilo Frio. It's on YouTube. Estilo Frio.
Oh, I've heard that song.
That I produced that, and he rapped on it. But yeah, he was the Mexican Tupac, bro.
He
sounded just like
was bad, dude. Hey,
sounded just like his ass.
Don Cisco was really dope.
So we're gonna get into some dope shit, man, because I want to talk about Hit a Lick, Tony G.
Okay, for sure.
And everybody that was a part of that camp, because I believe that was the camp that was supposed to take this to a whole other level.
Oh yeah.
Y nunca pasó.
I know.
So everybody, once again, go get your popcorn, all right? Slap your lady across her fat ass, and if she doesn't have a fat ass, you can always go to TJ and buy one. So other than that, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Weeto's in the motherfucking building and shit just got good. So we'll be back 10 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 73. We're getting closer to not only 80, but one day 100. And we're going to have something special when we hit our 100th episode. But welcome back to the podcast that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat ass dick. And I say that with authority because I like a fat ass. So other than that, let's jump right back into it, Weeto. How you enjoying yourself, man? Everything good?
Man, I'm loving it, bro.
Same,
serious,
me too.
man. Thanks
I
for
love
having
chopping
me.
it up. Thank you. I love chopping it up, especially when it comes to music, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when it comes to music, I listen to all kinds of fucking music. People know from my show that I love Prince. I love The Doors. I love Led Zeppelin.
If it's good, it's good.
Yeah, new and one genre we forgot was new wave music in the 80s, and then remember the disco / high energy shit that came in, and then freestyle music that came in, and then R&B, was fucking banging during the time, especially, Tenderoni, Bobby Brown, all that shit.
It's all fads, like it pops up. Hopefully this new music will evolve into something real nice,
Yeah. I know you were mentioning that one chick that just wrapped off a Boys in the Hood.
Oh yeah, Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean she's spitting bars, she's not mumbling on the track. She's actually rapping, I was listening to her shit and I was like, damn, she's fucking dope,
Yeah.
And I was expecting her to be garbage just because a lot of the shit I hear right now, there's I don't know what the fuck they're saying on some of this shit,
They're four-word raps.
Yeah.
Get with the
fuck. That's all I knew. What they said. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Fuck.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That they all sound the same. Nobody has their sound. And recently, and I had to leave this restaurant because they had, I don't know, they call it trap reggaeton or bachata or whatever the fuck they call it. But this lame was fucking mumbling reggaeton.
What?
Yeah, the beat was like every reggaeton is that beat. Every reggaeton beat. You can get the same producer to produce everybody reggaeton beats. Because it's all the same bullshit. Okay.
For sure.
But it's
I heard it.
And I was like, you goofy bastard. Really? You're gonna mumble reggaeton now?
Yeah.
Remember that song Dile by Don Omar?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now when that song came out, I went to a club and girls went fucking insane to that song. I mean, their hips weren't lying. Okay? Dude.
Yeah, that shit was banging.
Dude, and I'll tell you, well, I'll stop there because I'll get dirty. But anyways, let's get right back into your music. So you hook up with Tony G around the Hitter Lick era.
Yeah, Hitter Lick.
Okay.
And they had, it was West Side Radio, Tony, it was Tony G, Julio G, which is his brother.
Yeah.
And then they had this piano player, his name was Ronnie King.
Ronnie
King, bad motherfucker. He wearing glasses, he just looked like someone that would probably be like a lawyer or something. And then when you hear him like, dude is playing the keys, and he's playing on Pac shit, and and I'm still doing music with him. He's already blessed me a couple tracks, or he's played some keys. So what I'll do is we would take music and tell Ronnie King to sprinkle it a little bit, and he would.
Now let's clear up. Rodney King. This isn't the guy that got his ass whooped by the police.
Ronnie King.
Right.
Ronnie.
This is Ron. Well, or this, for the sake of the conversation, let's just say Ron King, so they don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
with
Ronnie King.
Right.
Ronnie. Yeah.
But that guy right there, I recorded with him. I did a Tina Marie song with him. He's the one that played Fender Rose, and he played the Mini Moog bass. That guy,
dope.
He was insane with the Mini Moog. He knew all the oscillators. He knew what sound you wanted. It's fucking amazing, bro. Yeah, so I understand when you said the guy was dope because I recorded with him.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
Yeah, so that was just among some of the people, and they had Slow Pain, Nino Brown, Mellow Mayonnaise. Scoop DeVille was just a little kid there, and he had got his first record deal with Hitter Lick Records.
Yeah.
And so it was a big thing for me. I felt like honored to be in the studio with Frost, and they would just throw me in there and just sing. We need a hook. So I'd go in there and sing some shit, and they would love it. I could see in their face they're loving this shit, because I had 20, 30 hooks that I wrote in my head, and I would hear beats, and I would just go over what would fit in there, and then they would say like, he's a fucking genius. He wrote that shit right there, but I wouldn't tell him, but I would be at home like writing lyrics and writing hooks. And I would get ideas from even classic rock songs. I would hear like classic rock songs, and they give you kind of like melodies, you know, and then you just sing some shit. Basically, on the music that I do, I'll freestyle some shit. If it sounds good, I'll keep it. If it needs a little bit of, you know, a little attention, could change it. So I'll do music, I'll listen to it, I'll switch it up a little bit, maybe change a couple words here and there. You know, we can always we're our biggest critic. We can always make things a little better, but you don't need to overlook too much shit. If someone's gonna like Tony A, they're gonna like him no matter what. If they liked you from when you first did your shit, no matter what you do, they're gonna like your shit. And a guy named Rec from Wicked Minds, I don't know if you ever heard of him. Well, he got killed, and before he got killed, me and him were recording, and he got me, you know, I stopped for a couple years. I felt like, you know, because I was doing tattoos on people, and I would get wops of money, bro. I mean, wads of money. And I was like, man, fuck music, because I could just tat for 3 days straight and make like 4 G's. And then with music, you got to plan a show, you know, put out music, record, have it mastered. It was a big process, you know?
Process,
but tattooing, it was like tattoo, make the money. And so Rec with Wicked Minds, he was like, dude, you're too fucking dope. You're too dope. No one does what you do. You sing rap, you know. And he told me, bro, quit overthinking your shit. If people like Weeto trees, they're gonna love whatever the fuck you say. So when he told me that, it sunk in my head, you know, like, hey, if it's dope, it's dope. You'll know, even if you fucking do it, if you made the beat, you'll know if it's good or not. Because if there's any doubt in your mind, you're like, you know, I'm not too sure. Some people might like it, but chances are it probably needs a little work. But if it's fucking banging, and if it's on point and there's no hiccups, and your music is good, it's good. That's my motto, bro. Like, you know, I get a lot of people that hit me up like, throw me in the studio. And, you know, for one, I don't even know who the fuck they are, you know, or it's like a friend of a friend or whatever. But if they're dope, you know, I want to fuck with them. Just like you get emails of, put me on your show. And when I mean, like, you try your best.
I try.
But a lot of people get lost in the shuffle, you know, like they just like you said, you can have a fucking hit record and you can get signed to fucking Universal, or you can get a fucking big ass deal. They'll put money in you, put a video. But if you can't promote yourself and like commit to hitting the road, and you know, it is gonna affect your relationship. You know, you're gonna not spend time with your kids. You know, if you really want to become an artist, you can do it. And I hit the road, you know. I got on a tour with Bone Thugs. I did Playboy Channel. Once I did Playboy Channel, they were playing me on the news on Jillian Barbary with Baby Bash. And Baby Bash was with me and Frost, and they called him Baby Beesh. He was before, he came up to me and told me, check out this song I did. It's called Sugar Sugar. And when I first heard it, I was like, that motherfucker's banging, right? And next thing you know, he hit all over. You know, he's on a tour bus. Hit all over. But he hit me up one day, and he called me like in the middle of the night, and he goes, oh, I'm in a Momo right now. I got a bad bitch in here. I saw you on Playboy Channel, motherfucker. Hook me up. And I'm like, motherfucker, you got sugar. You hook me up, right? But it just goes to show, if your shit is good, you should be able to get a long way with it. The more you put in, the more you're gonna get from it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You buy a fucking $2 hat, you're only gonna get so much out of it. You get a fitted hat and keep your shit clean, and you know, you get what you pay, you know?
Right. Before we get back to the hitter lick, elaborate a little bit on the Playboy Channel.
On the Look, on the Playboy Channel, it is the bomb. It was a girl that I was dating at the time, and she had known this guy that was security for Playboy. You know? He worked the gate. So pretty much, he looked on the list like, oh, you ain't on the list and you can't get in there. He put me on the list.
Right.
And he put me on because he liked my music.
Right.
But I'm sure he probably wanted my girl too, you know?
Right,
You know,
right.
A man is a man.
Right.
A man is a man.
Big Dog, can you close that door, please, man?
So look, a man is a man, and I can't hate on it, you know, like,
Right.
you know, if a girl gonna give it to him, then like, you know, it's on her.
Right.
So he got me in. I performed. Bro, they came out. When I was performing, all the celebrities, all the pornos, everybody, they all came out and wanted to meet me. And they were like, dude, you're so good. Why aren't you famous? Turns out the DJ or the engineer that does all their shows, because they had night calls. It was Lexington Steel. You know, it had like shows that went consecutively, like how you're doing a double feature.
Right.
Well, they would record for several hours, and then they take lunch breaks, and then they record for several hours. So it would be 30-minute show, 30-minute show, 30-minute show. And so they had green rooms, but it is pretty hard to have like fine-ass girls like sitting on your lap, and you got your lady watching you, and I will admit, but when you're there, you gotta spice it up. And then they were pushing on me like, so when you're doing your music with Frost, are there like women in the studio? And I'd be like, yeah, you be getting your dick sucked under the table and you gotta, like they want to hear that shit.
Right.
You can't go on there talking about,
not really.
Oh no, I'm not into that shit. They want you to be like, oh yeah, I'll be banging bitches I'll be fucking on my Cadillac, like in the back seat. That they loved it, bro. They always invited me back, and
shit.
It was really nice, bro. Like they have like a taco truck that's like a gourmet chef, and he cooks you what you want. And then they invited me to the Playboy Channel, and then that's when I got on the tour, and I hooked up with Johnny U. It was a rapper named Johnny U. He was with Slow Pain.
Okay.
And he had a lot of money. He dealt in like refinancing, so he wanted to put a big wad of money in my pockets. Fuck it, we did it. So me and him were doing shows, and so he opened the door for me and him. We just parted our ways. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. But we he got me to the next level. And then I hooked up with like Bill Walker. Bill Walker. And it's pretty much you get the Bill Walker the Bill Walker deal. You get the money, and that's pretty much all you get.
That's all you're gonna get.
Yeah, but it's your choice. You didn't have to sign it over. But when they pull $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in your face, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You'll sign it right there.
For people that don't know, Bill Walker is the owner of Thump
Records.
Records.
Yeah.
So
and he got me a lot of shit too. We did the TV show, and he got me on a lot of shows. So.
How long were you at that Playboy?
All day.
No, but like as far as a year or two.
Oh no, on Playboy Channel?
Yeah.
No, it was just one episode.
Oh, it was one episode. That's what Bash saw you on.
Yeah, Bash saw me on one late night episode, because it's like the late night jack off hour, like the late night jack off hour, and they'll call in talking about grab her titties, stick your dick in her ear. Like it's for like weirdos.
Okay.
And they call, and it was a show, like it was a 30-minute show.
Okay.
But that show, the engineer liked me so much, he hooked me up with Channel 11 News, and they were playing me on there. Bro, I choked on my cereal when I turned on the news and they're playing my music. And then me and Slow Pain with Tony G, it was all happening at the same time. I did music with Psycho Realm, and a bunch of artists we're doing with Mr. Shadow, Mr. Night Owl, that's my homie. We're doing all these shows together. But when I heard my music on the fucking news, bro, that was a really good feeling. Then Slow Pain and Tony G and Lil Demon, we did a song. They had us on the radio for 19 weeks. And they were playing us on Pocos Para Locos and Power 106. So that was pretty cool, And then it opened up shows for me like in New Mexico, and outside of Cali, you're a celebrity. They don't give a fuck. They'll say, I saw you on the TV show, or even Bash called me and told me, Weeds. He calls me Weeders. Bro, how much money did you get on your record deal? And I told him, he goes, bro, you got fucked. He's like, your shit's every fucking where. And he goes, everywhere I go, they're asking about you. So it started cracking, like shit going,
Right.
But you make mistakes and you go to jail and you do things like that. It'll affect your career.
It'll hinder your career.
Yeah. So you got to watch your anger. A lot of people are gonna try to test you.
Yes.
And if you can walk away from some shit, is the best thing, because when you just snap and you bottle up all this shit and then you choke a motherfucker out and you hurt someone or you do, you're gonna go to jail.
You're gonna go to jail.
And so you learn your lesson, and there's a lot of things I would have loved to change.
Right.
But I live and I learn.
Yeah.
And
see, today you got motherfuckers that will call you out. And once you beat their ass, they'll call the cops on you.
Oh yeah. But they said they were gonna kill you at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then when they don't lay a fucking hand and you end up knocking them the fuck out,
Yeah.
I'll see you in court, Tony A. Believe me, I've had that done to me before.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
You just gotta walk away, bro.
I know. And even though that's the hardest,
it is.
But you got to turn the other cheek. You got to turn that other cheek.
Or you go to prison and then you be in there like, fuck, I should listen to Weeto.
Yeah, I should have turned that other cheek.
Yeah. And it's so easy to knock his ass out, but it's hard as fuck to just walk away.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in prison? Somebody snitched on me. I knocked his ass out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. For the next 10 years. So, and I ain't got fucking 10 years to waste. Fuck, I'll be 62 if I get locked up today.
Yeah.
But, so anyways, now, Hitterlick. Let's go back to Hitterlick.
Okay.
I think Hitterlick was like in existence possibly for about 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think happened, man? The reason why I asked that is because that was supposed to be the label, the team. Pablito, you had Tony G.
Julio
G. You had Jerry
Frost.
Heller. Right.
Mello.
Right. That was supposed to take everybody.
It had everyone that needed it to do it. But the thing is that you had people investing money. I don't want to say any names.
Of course.
But some people give off bad vibes. They have like bad auras. Like you can walk into a room and like this dude don't like me. Or, they had a little bit of that in there. And, Jerry Heller and, whatever he went through with NWA. But it was pretty cool for me to say that I was able to record in Jerry Heller's studios with Hitlerlick and with Frost and stuff like that. It was a part of my history. I loved it, but Hitlerlick, it did fall. I don't know why. I don't know how, but Frost did an album called Still Up In This, and that was with Hitlerlick. And Scoop DeVille got a record deal with them. It was supposed to crack, bro. And then it just got shut down, and I really don't know. It probably was like financially, and they were producing. They would have people come in there from like Russia that would say, I have $20,000, I want to make a song. And they would make the song for them, and then they go home and nothing would happen to it because, for one, they were shitty and, whatnot. They had everything they needed to be a really big label, but it never went anywhere with it.
Right. And when we document, because our next documentary is going to be about Chicano rap. Of course, we're going to start, we're going to document that story.
Oh, right on.
About what happened in Hitlerlick, because I remember when Jerry called me and he goes, hey, we're also signing producers. I went and met with them. I never actually got to go into the actual studio where they were recording because I heard it was a state-of-the-art studio.
Oh, it's nice.
I heard they had theater, had several studios.
It was nice. Bro.
Yeah, a movie theater, a nightclub. From what they were telling me.
Yeah.
And I never got to go. I got to meet with Jerry. He said we'll be in contact or whatnot. And I was ready to work, but it just never happened. So I always thought, what if it would have taken off?
Yeah, maybe it would have went another different path.
Right. And now I'm thinking, what happened?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there was like an investor that invested a lot of money. And what he did is, his family had a lot of money, and so they invested in music, just like how when I did with Johnny U, he put money in my, in my account.
Yes.
I was like, fuck it, here's the music, right? Okay, well, this guy, I don't say any names, but he was forking up a lot of money. And so they weren't getting enough of that money back, like they were, you had to pay to get in these magazines, you had to pay to get on these tours. None of that shit was free. We would go do shows in like Colorado and no one would be there because it was a storm, or that sometimes it hits and sometimes it don't. They weren't getting enough money back, as what I think.
Okay.
You know, that's what I would think, that they weren't getting enough money back because they had everything there, the studio, making videos. They had Frost, bro. Frost was still big then, you know, Mellow Mayonnaise. And dude, you know, it was awesome for me to be there for several months doing music with them, with Nino Brown and Slow Pain. And that was when ALT and you know, the rappers, they had a group, they were called the G Fellas.
Right.
It was G Fellas.
Right.
And it was like right around that time.
Right.
You know, and that's when Jerry Heller, he couldn't get his dick hard no more, so he got an implant. He got an implant where your dick's always hard.
No shit.
Hell yeah. I was like, when I'm an old man, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. He got a implant. Frost told me, like, wait, Jerry Heller, he couldn't get his dick hard no more, but he got an implant. And he had a young ass wife. Well, she's probably like 30. So he had to satisfy her, you know. He got an implant where his dick was always hard, you know.
No shit.
Yeah.
But who would want that?
I mean, if you're like 80, 90 years old and you can't,
And it's always bien parado?
Yeah, it's just ready. Like, she just hop on it, the hard or not, it's just ready to go and shit.
What about, did he go to teacher for that, do you know?
I don't know. Bro. They put a Coke bottle in this shit.
Probably, huh? Wow. Wow, okay.
Rest in peace. I ain't trying to talk shit about you, Jerry, but...
So now, Hit or Lick's over.
Uh-huh.
What do you do afterwards, man?
Me?
Yes. Because I know you were recording there.
Yeah. Okay, that's when I hooked up with Thump.
Okay.
With Thump Records. And I already did it with... Thick Skin was with Johnny U.
Right.
And then I went to Thump Records. And then
Okay.
Thump Records got me the TV show. And they were... So when the TV show started, it was Noel G was doing the show.
Right.
And so he told me, Bill Walker told me, we only have 3 million viewers. When I took over the show, he got 30 to 50 million viewers. So they put us on Colors Channel. I got more viewers because I was a little more animated, and you know, I would have girls kissing, and it was a lowrider show.
Right.
And they played it on Fridays at 10 o'clock because it was like kind of like an adult show. You know,
Okay.
you don't want your kids to seeing titties and ass and shit.
Right,
And
right.
So I started doing the TV show and, you know, doing concerts and doing music. And then, you know, I was getting royalty checks. I did a commercial for Coca-Cola. That one paid off real nice. Binky Womack, you know, you heard of Bobby Womack?
Of course.
Well, the nephew of Bobby Womack's name is Binky Womack, Curtis Womack. He started producing for me, and he hooked me up with someone that, you know, they share studios. Studios share studios. It's like half is one producer's and half the other because they split the rent.
Right.
So they hooked me up with these people that write commercials. So they had me in there singing Bambucha. I was singing some shit. I don't know what the fuck. I was singing in like New Zealand. You know, it was for Fanta, which is Coca-Cola.
Right.
Bro, the checks were coming in, bro. You'll get a couple $1,000 check, like, you know, $1,000 check, $2,000 check. The girl before me did one for Coca-Cola. She got a couple $50,000 checks just for singing, just for what, like 30 seconds or maybe a minute.
Wow.
So if you, like how you said, how do we make money off of streaming? You don't really make that much. But what you do is you put your music in song, you know, like catalogs, like they're like song, what are they called? Libraries, song libraries, and the people pick them for the movies. So if you get in movies, you're getting paid. That money's still there.
Yeah.
Binky, the son of, he's the nephew of Bobby Womack. That dude put like 7 seconds, like on Bad Girls Club, and get like a $10,000 check or a $7,000 check or something like that. $3,500 for like 4 seconds, 10 seconds. He just put his instrumental on there. So their money is still to be made.
Right.
But as far as streaming, they're not getting it. You're getting it from concerts, and you know, and that's why all these rappers you see like Tekashi, you know, they're all uptight because coronavirus fucked everything up.
Everything, yeah.
So they can't do the shows, right? So merchandise, you'll still be able to sell your merchandise, but you can't perform. You're not getting that performance money. Streaming ain't paying shit. So all these rappers that are out there like flaunting it, you know, they got money, but it didn't come from, you know, like new rap, you know.
Right.
But they're getting sponsored by shoe companies and Nike and Puma, and they're getting big bread. You know, like Nipsey was with Puma, and that, you know, they're getting big bread. You know, but as far as like streaming, bro, what do you got to get a trillion streams to go platinum now, or what is it? Like
I don't even know, bro.
It's like a billion streams, and then you're considered platinum, but you still didn't get the platinum money.
Right. No, you didn't get the platinum money. That's why I would encourage everybody, you know, do it in apparel. Even if you got to do hard copies again, put it in movies if you can, because movies are good. I've had 2 songs on 2 movies in the 90s, and I still get royalty checks from them. Now, but there's many different ways. In this music game, don't just look for one avenue. You know, and think it's streaming, because it ain't gonna come from there. You got to do so many different things. But the big money for a lot of rappers that tell me today is in the shows.
Oh yeah.
But they're fucking hurting right now because this whole, you know, pandemic fucked things up.
Yeah.
You know, so what do? You know,
it's gonna open back up, bro. Like look, they closed us down, and it's still going hard. So they just basically. They're not going to be able to stop it unless they come up with some kind of cure. And who the fuck wants to take the fucking Bill Gates shot? Or where they're like, I'm the first one, you know, like fucking, you know, you die. And, you know, trial and error. You know, no one wants to do that shit. You're eventually going to get coronavirus, or you already got it and you just didn't know it.
Right.
You know, so.
Or it's not real.
I was afraid. I ain't going to lie, bro. I was afraid. I'm not afraid anymore. But before I was afraid, like, oh, I gotta wash my hands and shit. I still do it, but it's not affecting me like it did before. Before it was like, you know, they kind of like scare you into the shit.
Of course.
But that really fucked up music. But for music you already have, or if you're a rapper, you still need to drop singles every couple weeks or every week, or when you gotta feed them, you know. I notice when I'm constantly dropping songs, like I got a couple songs that I just dropped, and then my followers get more. I get like several hundred followers, you know, just from dropping a couple tracks.
Yeah.
And you lose them and you get them, you know. And then I got a couple songs that I'm doing with Dominator from Central Coast Click.
Yes.
He's, you know, he sings, and then he, you know, me and him, we linked up, and I told him, and he goes, dude, we'd be a powerhouse if you do your like singing rapping, I do my singing rapping. So we got a couple tracks that are gonna come out, and I'm gonna release them soon. Still got to get them mixed and mastered, and I got some new music with S.A. Dash from the Spanish Fly, Mexiclan, Frost. Frost called me and told me, remember this song we did, Weeds, and it was with Tank, and he goes, it's a hit record. So he said I did a hook for them like years ago that they're gonna do a video to and all that, and I was like, fuck, I can't even remember doing this shit. But I'm glad that I was a part of it, and I wasn't the type to like, well, I need to get that 250 before I do it, you know?
Right.
Like in this industry, if you're not popping, you need to get on every fucking thing that you can right now. And I know you want money, and I know you spend a lot of money on your music and your clothes and the whole get up, and you know, it's just the cost of living is a lot. But if someone else does really good music, what is it gonna hurt you to collab with them? Right? You got to get your shit out there, and you know, like, and you can't be a fucking dick, and you can't be like, oh, my music's better than his, you know. You gotta, like, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, I'm sorry, I'll be honest. You know, like, hey, Tony, I like your artist. He sounds cool, but I can't get on it because it's, can we change a little bit of things? You know, that's how, and I'm sure you're the same way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, you don't want to put it out with the Tony A stamp on there sounding boobski.
No, I can't, because I would be co-signing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be saying that, I'll be telling people that it's dope, and it's really not.
Yeah.
And I can't lie to an artist. But now, the stuff you did with Dominator, can people expect that this year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Much love, much respect to Dominator. As a matter of fact, me and my boy John motherfucking ELKINS, we went to his crib out there in Santa Maria, and we started working on some music already for the Chicano documentary.
Oh, dope. Yeah, he told me.
Yeah. So we got that in the works. So other than that, we run out of time, man. Any shout outs, anything you want to say, anybody want to tell off, go for it right now.
Look, everybody out there, happy 4th of July. And look, I know we got a lot of, you know, like black and brown tension going down right now, but don't do what, you know, people, you know, they say the far right and the far left. I'm just stuck in the middle of that shit, right? So we can be better than this, you know? It's easy for someone to just, it's easy for me to go to the trunk of my car and just go shoot someone because of the color of their skin, right? But it's going to be hard for me to get along with someone that's going to treat me like shit. And I do that all the time. Someone in Walmart walked in front of me and just want to fight, but I walk away, man. I got kids and I got, you know, like we can all get along and we can make it through this coronavirus. Everybody's all tense and shit, and they want to go out and gangbang and do that, and they're slapping people. You know, we got paisas getting, you know, robbed and shit like that. But what this world needs right now, we need a little love, man. You know, like we all need to just, you know, lay back. Hopefully we can get, you know, Trump out of office, and, you know, they really don't give us a good option, you know, someone to take his place. You know, and Joe El Cholo, I see you out there, my boy. Told you I would shut you out. We got Pachuco in the house, Tony A, you know, shit, bro. Hey, when he told me I was going to go on this show, bro, I was happy, bro, man. I'm so glad that you had me come on here, you know, and give me the chance, you know. I'm an old soul, you know, but with a, you know, my heart is with everybody, and I don't give a fuck what color you are, you know. I have kids that are mixed, you know, that are black, or, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, like even my daughter's half black, and she said something like, Daddy, what's black? She don't even know. She's 5 years old and don't even know what black is, because racism is taught. You know what I mean? Right. And if you teach your kids to hate people, they're going to do it, and they're going to teach their kids. We need to break the cycle, and we need to, you know, you can do some black and brown shit. Imagine if black and brown artists, like if Snoop or other artists did music with other people. How dope would that be?
Absolutely.
Right? And you know, I'm just asking for people to just, you know, hold up on trying to do some violence. And, you know, happy 4th of July, and much love and respect. And thanks for tuning in to your boy right here, you know, Roadium Radio in the motherfucking house. What up? Throw it your W, your E, your L, your Hennessy, whatever, man. And good looking out, man. And I'm going to be coming out with some new music for you. So go on Spotify, YouTube, WEETO. Don't forget, hit your boy up. You can send me a message. As long as you're saying something cool, I'll respond like, hey, how you doing? Check out my music. You know, just don't be weird, you know. You know what I'm saying? All right.
All good, all good. You know what? I'm going to make my fast because I'm boiling up in this motherfucker, homie.
Oh, yeah.
So, everybody, once again, Wednesday, I got a special guest. This is a story that needs to be told. And I think a lot of people pay it no mind because nobody has told it. And the people that do know the story don't want to acknowledge it. But this individual that I have coming in on Wednesday, he's a part of Chicano rap history, and you're going to be damn surprised who it is. So other than that, let me give a shout out to my boy John motherfucking ELKINS. I would give out his entire shout out, but you know what? Today, not only is it fucking hot and dip in this motherfucker, but I'm also hungry, and I'm about to go have a couple of shots, okay? And I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy, my brother, Spice Smuggler. Okay, he still got them dick pumps on deck.
What?
So if you guys want to buy them dick pumps right now during quarantine time, and you're going to give yourself a good jalada, it's the time right now. So other than that, my son B Scanlons for helping me promote this. And Panther, thank you for coming through. Thank you for waiting, brother. We're about to take some pictures. Yeah, Weeto, thank you very much. I can't wait to hear that Dominator shit. Some of the music you sent me was fucking off the hook.
I appreciate it,
I really enjoyed it. So everybody, have a blessed night. And you know what? Make sure you get some pussy. Okay?
Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky.
Yeah. And I'm hollering 187 with my dick in your mouth, bitch.